looking through the tunnel cause I see the light. And I'm about to give it everything I got in spite of all of my fears and all of my tears. I'm about to switch it up and start to change the gears. Definitely go all out. Ain't no time for me to postpone and say not now. It's a downhill trip with no brakes, bruh. Know what I was doing, so I counted all the stakes, bruh. Dream catcher, I ain't plan on stopping, no hell nah. It's so crazy how from doing this like all the day, bruh. I'm so addicted to it that I can't give it up, bruh. It already got me hooked, no way of letting go now. Just so you know, bruh, I'ma chase it. Been running so long that I got shoes with no laces. Wishing of having a bunch of watches with a whole lot of different gold faces. Success coming soon and I can already taste it. Dream catcher, oh, it's bigger than you could have imagined. So big that I'm wanting a mansion. Hope you're lucky enough that you could have one. It's a dream catcher, oh, it's bigger than you could have imagined. So big that I'm wanting a mansion. Hope you're lucky enough that you could have one. It's a dream catcher, oh, it's bigger than you could have imagined. So big that I'm wanting a mansion. Hope you're lucky enough that you could have one. I said dream catcher, oh, it's bigger than you could have imagined. So big that I'm wanting a mansion. Hope you're lucky enough that you could have one.
Let me hear it again, show them how the town does it. When we come through, just win, baby, what we gon' do? Got the other team shaking cause we hitting hard. R.P. Jack Tatum and R.P. Al Davis. Never been a traitor, I'm a Raider, 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 Raider. Oakland Raider, 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 Raider. I'm a Raider, 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 Raider. Oakland Raider, 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 Raider. All I make is highlights, that was Crabtree. Whole crowd do the wave, do the max beat. And my favorite 32, that was Jack T. I look better in a silver and a black tee. When you thought we fell off, Raiders right back. Only one eye and win, eye patch. At the Coliseum, about to make the fire crack. All I make is hard hits like Khalil Mack. Yeah, D-Card, we stars. Bo Jackson, jersey number 3-4. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a Raider, 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 Raider. Oakland Raider, 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 Raider. I'm a Raider, 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 Raider. Oakland Raider, 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 Raider. I'm a Raider.
Intercepted in the end zone by Charles Woodson. Second career touchdown on a punt return. Can you believe it? Return by Tim Brown. The extra point is in.
This was our finest hour. This was the finest hour in the history of the Oakland Raiders. The Tom Flores, the coaches, and the great athletes.
Uh-oh, it's picked off. Uh-oh, oh no. Unbelievable. Oh wow, incredible. Chandler Jones and wins the game for the Jacobs. Jacobs with running room right up the middle. Jacobs is on his way. The Raiders are going to win this game.
Devante Adams chugging into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, he fumbled again. He fumbled again. Robertson's got it. And he's got an entourage. By midfield. Got a block by Hobbs. And there he goes. He's got 6.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Welcome to the Just Win Baby podcast.
Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation, man? What is going on, YouTube? You know what time it is, man. Welcome to another edition of Just Win Baby podcast, man. Your boy, Benter. Oh, as always, man, tuned in with the homies, the boy, Nutty Raider Nate. What's good with your game? You're on the mute button. You're on the mute button. You're on the mute button, gang.
My bad. What's good, folks? Benter, good to see you, brother. Fizzle, my dog. You know,
What's cracking?
What's good with you? Happy Friday, everybody. We made it.
Hell yeah.
Let's celebrate it.
That part.
Yep.
Hell yeah. What's good with you, Pizzle?
What's going on, guys? Not much. Just doing the usual thing, man. Doing the usual thing.
Doing the thug thizzle?
Yeah, doing the thug thistle, man.
Hell yeah. So anyways, man, it's your first time here. Hit that subscribe button, man. We about 220 subscribers away from 1K. You feel me? Hit the motherfucking like button for sure. That's definitely going to help the podcast out. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, man, we ain't got a ton of things to talk about. I do have one thing that I feel like is really important to talk about, as training camp is literally just right around the corner. But yeah, man, I have seen, I don't know if you guys have seen, Devante Adams has been on a couple podcasts. So that's kind of interesting. Talk a little bit about that. And then we'll talk about what you guys can see as the thumbnail is, the quarterback battle, in training camp. Give a quick shout out to the chat, man. Navy vets in the building. Salute to you, man. Sinister Rain, LL. Raider Paul, what's good with you, bro? Navy Vet's going through some shit right now. As one of his Army buddies is not doing too well, so
For sure.
shoot some prayers that way, man, for surely. Ralph, what's good with you, Ralph? John Leon, salute to you, man. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Charm City, what's good with you, bro? Hopefully everybody's doing well. So yeah, man, fucking Devante Adams was recently on a podcast with Shannon Sharp. Had some things. They had some good things to say about Aiden O'Connell and his progression. Pretty much just saying that he kind of already knew Aiden O'Connell was the dude last season when he came into the building. He pretty much said that, you know, during the off season and OTAs, since there was no Jimmy Garoppolo, he got to see a little bit more of him. So I think there's a lot of praise in the building for Aiden O'Connell. A lot of people are sleeping on the Raiders, and it's mainly because our quarterback position, which is completely understandable.
The last 9-10 years, bro. It's the same story. Nothing changed. Same fucking shit.
I
See,
agree.
we got TC 2.0 right now.
Shit.
Knock it off,
I-
dog. He's already calling Aiden O'Connell Derek Carr after his rookie season. Like, god damn. Damn, that meth got him fired up tonight, gang. That boy on it. Nah, man, but it's gonna be interesting, for sure. Like I said, it's probably the main topic tonight is the quarterback position. And yeah, man, did you guys get a chance to check out that Shannon Sharp podcast joint?
Club Shay Shay, yeah, I checked it out. You know, there's some nuggets in there. I mean, nothing that he hasn't already said, to be honest, but
pretty much called himself the best wide receiver in the NFL still.
And he should think like that.
that.
You know what I mean? As long as you can still tie your shoelaces and fucking put on your pants by yourself, you should think you're the best.
No, LL, nobody wants Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's trash. But much love. Thank you for the offer.
For the right price. But I think he wants
the right price of a bag of fucking stale Lay's potato chips and a flat Shasta Cola. I'll take them off your hands.
Yeah, exactly. The right price, I'll take them. The minimum, very minimum. Yeah, that Club Shay Shay shit. I didn't really catch anything. Nothing amazing. I can't really remember. I just listened to it yesterday. To the people, good to see you, folks. To me, he I think he kind of surprises people. Like, people don't expect him to be like a diva wide receiver, but just wide receivers in general are divas. That's just kind of goes with the position. They all kind of think they're the shit, and they think their shit don't stink, and that's how they should play. That's how you need to play at that level. You need to think of yourself as the best, and it's all a mindset. And when you get on the field and you go against some of the best in the world, so I'm not mad at Devante. You know what I mean? You want to call yourself the best, and fucking you got to play like it though. So no more drop balls and this decline shit. All this declining shit that's been going on. It's got to stop. Put that shit to the end and go out there and produce and fucking stop dropping balls and, and keep shaking motherfuckers out their cleats, and you'll be all right. I just hope he can get it together in time for him, because I'd really like him to win the Super Bowl with the Raiders.
Hey, LL, to say that the fucking Dak Prescott would be the best quarterback that we've had in the last 10 years ain't saying much, dog. That's comparing him to Derek Carr, bro. We all know Derek Carr is trash. So, I mean, this is how the Dak Prescott and Derek Carr is. It's shit salad or shit soup. Like, which one do you want? Like, which one appeases you more?
Even Aaron Rodgers, even bringing his old ass over here, it's the same fucking thing.
I would take Aaron Rodgers at 45 years old before I took Dak Prescott. Fuck yeah, I would.
I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I'm just saying it's still, he hasn't won nothing in the last fucking 10 or 15 years either.
But no, man, I'm still on the whole, fence of, I think Devante Adams is a little bit of a diva. But at the end of the day, as long as he's producing, I don't give a fuck if he's somewhat of a diva. My issue was last year is that he was acting like a diva and he wasn't doing shit. He was dropping passes left and right. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
My bad. Throwing his helmet on the floor, you know what I mean? Throwing a tantrum on the sideline. Even the Netflix shit, I don't like that shit, bro. He's like, I want to get the fuck out of here. Fuck this shit. Get me out of here.
Bad. That's bad, dude.
What? I don't want to hear that shit, but I understand during the game, the heat of the moment, you're irritated. He made the necessary steps to make it right. So let's I'm not going to be too hard on him, but we got to fucking turn this shit around ASAP. And he's the head of the spear. So, like I said, I want him to. My bad, Ben 3.
No,
I want him to win the Super Bowl with us, though. Yeah.
No, I do too. I do too. I definitely do too. I don't know if we're there yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a firm believer of you might as well get something while you can before you don't get nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? What up, JoJo? What up, All Eyes on G?
Yeah, JoJo.
And I say that because in all honesty, we all know. I don't know if you guys don't know, Devante is on the books for like $42 million next year for one season, and he has no guaranteed money. The fact that he's going to play next year on no guaranteed money tells me that either one, they're going to trade him, or two, he's about to get a contract extension. They're going to give him guaranteed money, because there's no way in hell Devante Adams walks on that football field with no guaranteed money. He's not going to do that. So that year that it rolls into the 42 million or whatever, there's no guaranteed money on that. So what they could end up doing is converting, say, 20 million of that as bonus, as guarantees, and the other 20 million would be his per season, or 22. You know what I'm saying? So then, because he's on the books for 42, right? Give him a fucking 2-year deal. Fucking give him 20 million a year with that fucking 42 as his guarantee for the next 2 years, and you pretty much break even if you want to keep him. Yeah. And if he wants to stay.
I heard it was like 35, but I know what you mean. Yeah. Hold on, let me grab a drink.
But yeah, so you can convert that a lot of that high contract into some of that guaranteed money, since he don't have any of that guaranteed money. He has no guaranteed money. Then then pretty much you're not going to have the whole 35, what Nate said, or 40 plus on whatchamacallit, on just his, against our salary cap. You can convert some of that into guarantees to where he can only go, say 20 million against our cap, and the other 20 million would be in guarantees. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Split it down the middle.
Yeah, that's the only way I think that that's the only way I think we keep him, dude.
Yeah.
Because first and foremost, we're not eating fucking 35 plus 40 million for a wide receiver against our salary cap. That's not going to happen, for one. For two, Devante Adams ain't playing with no guaranteed money. You know what I'm saying? If he's not getting guaranteed money, he's not playing. That boy got the Tangeray.
I don't want to pay some old ass wide receiver either 42 million.
Now, I don't want to go as far as saying he's hella old, but he's definitely too old to be making 40-something million, 35 plus million for sure.
He's old, bruh.
I think he's gonna be like 31 or 32. He's not super old. But
what kind of night is we do? We're drinking some Tangeray or some rum. What do we got?
I gonna drink some Tangeray, gang.
Let's do it. All right.
I agree with Anthony Provencio. This season is everything for Devante, because if we go out and look like shit, he definitely ain't coming back next year, bro. And if we start the season off slow and we don't look good, by trade deadline, he's gonna want up out of there, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just dumbfounded on how, I don't know.
I've already seen motherfucking reporters from the national media talking about fucking Devante Adams should request a trade. And whenever there's smoke, there's fire, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like Randy Moss was talking shit. I mean, Randy Moss' opinion don't carry no weight for Raider Nation, bro. Like, we don't give a fuck about what Randy Moss says, dude. Like, once a Raider, always a Raider only applies to him and Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying?
Except when you're scared to go across the middle and catch the ball. You a bitch.
Yeah, once a Raider, always a Raider doesn't apply to him or Derek Carr. But, him saying what Devante Adams should do don't hold no fucking weight with me. And the other dude that was saying it was some no-name ass dude from NFL Network. So of course they just give him a little spiel. You feel me? Like, hey,
I can't mix him, Charm City.
But and that's what I agree on too, Anthony Provencio. Like, the dude came here. I don't know if his expectation was to win a ring like soon when he came here, because I don't think it was going to happen. It was definitely going to take a couple years if it was to work out with Derek. We obviously need to fix our defense, but I don't think he expected it to go out the way it's going now. Like, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and I know motherfuckers don't want to hear it, but we're rebuilding, dog. You know what I'm saying? So he don't want to go through that, and I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Like, in all honesty, from a player standpoint and a wide receiver standpoint, especially a wide receiver of Devante Adams stature, perennial or a fucking possible fucking first ballot Hall of Fame wide receiver who's getting his numbers fucked right now because he has no quarterback, I could see him definitely rather play with Derek Carr than Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew.
What do you mean, bro? He's got AOC.
AOC ain't dude. That's
He got AOC, bro.
Derek Carr. If he had a quarterback of Derek Carr's talent or better, dude, he could definitely build on his numbers, bro. I as much as I don't like Derek Carr, bro, Derek Carr is better than both these fucking quarterbacks on our roster right now.
Dude, but he's got AOC, bro. We're gonna ride that motherfucker into the playoffs into the Super Bowl.
I get your sarcasm and shit. I'm just being real. But I could definitely see why he don't want to play here, bro. Neither one of these quarterbacks, in my opinion. Aiden O'Connell, maybe. These dudes don't really have arms to throw the ball down the football field, dude. Gardner Minshew for sure don't.
Nope.
So, I don't know, dude. We have to see. We have to see how it all pans out, bro. But like I said, I have us at 10 wins. That's where I have us at next year. And if it starts off fucked up and we look like we were last year, you know what I'm saying? 2 wins in the first 7 games or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might get up out of there, dog. Yeah, that's a strong take over here, Tosh. You said if we had Carr, we'd go to the Super Bowl. That's a strong take.
Well, somebody was. I don't know. Somebody
over there.
Somebody's. Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
the
know
biggest
about
Carr fan. I know Raider Nate's not. Neither is Pizzle.
How come we didn't go to the Super Bowl last year with the Aints then?
Hey, I was a fan of him in 2016, and then 2017 I was rooting for him, and he just wasn't the same. And I only
fucked with them, bro, because I had to.
Hell,
the same reason why I fucked with Jimmy Garoppolo, because I had to.
From his rookie year to 2016, he made a bunch of progress, bro. He was MVP,
yeah, he got
MVP
better
caliber
every single year.
MVP caliber. He looked like he was going to be the next shit, and then he injury,
reached his
bro.
Ceiling,
he
bro,
was never
in like
same.
3 years, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He was never the same, bro.
He reached his ceiling and then he broke his leg.
Man, nobody wants to play with him in New Orleans. They're all dropping
his fucking star offensive lineman's about to retire, dog. Like, fuck this. Michael Thomas got the hell up out of there, dog. Like, they all about to get up out of there, bro.
Alvin Kamara wants to trade. He wants out of there. Did he get out of there yet?
No, Alvin Kamara's still there.
I know he's been talking. So bro.
Tosh, I do agree. If Derek Carr had a defense like this defense, I definitely think we'd be better than with Aiden O'Connell, bro.
I don't think this defense plays as hard if we have Carr though, bro. I feel like Carr is such a. I swear to God, Carr is such a factor.
Debbie Downer, he brings the room down.
And the energy, yeah, bro. I swear to God, bro. The way he pouts and the way he kind of acts like a bitch on the sideline. Defensive players are like, fuck this dude. I'm trying to go out there and fucking waste my time.
Bitch on the sideline.
Yeah, throwing interceptions, fumbling the ball,
throwing the ball out of bounds on 4th down and goal, throwing it out of bounds.
Yeah, and then go to the sideline. Nobody talk to me and just look like a fucking douche.
4th down and goal, fucking bro. 4th down and goal in the playoff. Your first ever playoff game, and you throw it short of the fucking touchdown on 4th down in the playoffs. Yeah. Like, don't even try to throw it up to Waller, who had one-on-one coverage, who's 6'6". Like, shit don't make no sense.
It just was never that playmaker
I'm not trying to slander Derek. But I am trying to slander
He just never was that good in the red zone where we needed him to be good at. You know, for me, that's part of the problem. The red zone killed us. His red zone.
That's exactly. You hit the number. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he couldn't finish. He wasn't a finisher. He'd settle all the time for field goals, and that was his career. He'd get us a bunch of field goals. We score some points, but I want to win. I want to go for the throat. I want to fucking, the jugular. Fucking.
Hey, all eyes on G, dog. You ain't got to tell me, bro. You already know I don't fuck with Mark Davis. You know what I'm saying? You know I don't fuck with Mark Davis, bro. You feel me? Like, I know it wasn't all on Derek. You feel me?
No, yeah.
Because we
Drafting's
went through so many
terrible.
quarterbacks, and all
So
those
inconsistent.
quarterbacks that we went through probably weren't as bad as we made them look, but it's because how fucking shit this team's been ran since fucking Al Davis started going senile, dog. Once he started going senile and fucking losing his memory and shit and fucking everything up, you feel me?
Running around on a golf cart.
Coming out and his fucking hands, his fucking fingers look like ropes and shit, bro. Like long ass strings.
Every time he played, he had a good season and went to the playoffs. That was his contract year. That's another thing, bro. I'm not cool with that. To only show up on the contract year, nah, bro. I don't want players like that.
Who?
That's why I'm saying if Kuntz can put something together, that's why it's so iffy. I'm on the fence with Kuntz. Like, do we pay Kuntz right now and try to save him, or do we wait to see how it plans out and fucking?
You pay him now because he don't have much value, Nutty Raider Nate.
He's only got a half a year.
Yes, he did look good in that final stretch of the game, but that's all he has to lean his contract. That's his only bargaining chip is those last 5, 6, 7 games, whatever it is. He's been in the league for fucking 3 seasons, 4 seasons, whatever. You have 6 games, dog. That's what we pay you. That's what your pay is going to be based off. Those 6 games. Did you look good in those 6 games? Fuck yeah, you did. Here's $10 million a year. Take it or leave it, all right? Because if you don't take it and you go out there next year and you don't fucking do half as good, you're going to go on the market for $2 million a year. So, and the Raiders can afford to throw $10 million a year at Malcolm Kuntz.
I don't think he's signing for $10 million, bro. I think he knows his worth.
What is he?
I'm with you, bro.
He hasn't shown anything. I don't think he's shown enough to prove that he's worth more than that right now. Maybe after this season and he does it again, maybe. But as of right now, the Raiders can't afford to put that much money into a player whose film is only 6 or 7 games. You can't do that. That's stupid. It's stupid. So you base it off what you've seen. And what I've seen, maybe 12. But anything more, like we've had this debate before, anything more than that, dude, I'm not paying him. Because there's no guarantee he's even going to come out and do anything this year. We're basing it all off last season. You can't base this season off last season. It's a whole new fucking season. Who's to say this motherfucker I'm not going to say that. But I knew what I was going to say.
Don't do it.
Matt Marinovich.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead, Pizzle.
I get what you're saying, though, Nutty Raider Nate. I understand. Like, maybe he thinks his value is $20 million. Maybe that's what he thinks. I'm telling you right now, if that's what he thinks, he's stupid. Because that's not what he's worth right now.
And I feel like he doesn't have any loyalty to the Shield, bro. He's just kind of like been on the back end of the roster, kind of just a guy hanging around.
Because of Josh McDaniels.
I agree. Even with Gruden, bro. Even when we had Gruden, he was still kind of just in the background.
He got a little bit of playing time under Gruden, though. He got nothing under McDaniels, nothing.
No, you're right. He was on special teams a lot, and even then he fucked up on special teams a lot. So I agree, bro. But I think in his mind he knows he sees. Players talk. So he's listening to his agent as well, and they want to get the max fucking offer. So I'd be surprised if he signed for something like $10 million. I could see maybe we could swindle him with 15. Maybe we could swindle him in 15, play him a little early, pay him 15 a year. But he might even sit out knowing he can make 20, 22, 24.
Paying him that. And
we just have to wait until the end of the year then to see what he does.
That's the going rate for prime, bro. That's the going rate for prime edge rushers, bro. That's just what it is.
The guy that got paid, but I bet you that guy had a lot more playing time, Nate, and had a lot more reps than Kuntz had.
Definitely.
But the playing time isn't because
that's what he got paid for. He got paid for because he had more playing time, and that significant playing time, he looked good that whole time.
He had half the playing time as that dude did. I think his name was Greenwood or something. He had half the playing time, but still the same, almost the exact same production. So if he knows, and his agent knows that if he plays a full year, he doubles that, maybe even. So he knows he's better than that dude. I didn't think about
it that way. It's a good point.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, dude. I get your argument, but and my argument that I'm making has nothing to do with my fanhood whatsoever. I'm putting myself in the shoes of the Raiders organization. They're not going to pay him More than 12. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Tosh. More than 12. That's just my opinion. Because as an owner, I'd have to say I haven't seen enough, bro. I haven't. Could you be a gym? Yeah, you could. So could fucking the other dude the linebacker that we got fucking last year that everybody was excited for. Can't think of his fucking name.
Wilson?
No, I think it was like one of them undrafted dudes, bro. But he could be a fucking gym, dog. We don't fucking know. I'm not paying you for what you can be. I'm paying you for what you do. And what you've done, what you've done is not nothing on you. It's nothing on you. The fact that you didn't get a lot of playing time, that's on the coaches. I get that. That's not on you. But in the time that we saw, your career stats in 3 years is like 6 or 7 sacks, a few tackles. Like you don't have nothing.
Fumbles. He's got a few.
So this goes back to my point, though. That's why my bad, Pizzle. Go ahead.
No, that's all. I'm a firm believer in him. So I think Kuntz, if we wait, we're gonna end up paying him more. You know what I mean? We're gonna end up paying what he wants. Yep. So I mean,
or that.
I mean, we could either try and we could either strike while the iron's hot right now and protect what he's going to be. You know, he may not do shit this year. So let's just ride out the year, like Ben says, and then then we'll have to negotiate.
Well, we don't know for sure, but I'm thinking, like, do you guys think that that they haven't already tried or at least talked about it and negotiations kind of started already? Is there any word about that? Is it just kind of
No, I don't think they have
reaching.
I don't think they have.
I feel like that's a dumb move right there. Like you should have already put an offer. Like, here's fucking $12 million. Take it. Sign this right quick. Sign it. Don't even look at it. $12 million.
What I think the Raiders are gonna do.
They're dumb for not doing that.
This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna ride out. They're gonna ride out like the first 6 games or up until the bye week, probably at the latest. And if he still looks good, they're gonna cash him out right then. That's what I think they're gonna do.
We're saving $40 million right now, dude. Right? We got $40 million still to spend on the cap or whatever. We've still got a bunch of money, right?
Yeah, I think we got like 40 mil. Yeah, dude, we still got a lot of
money. We're saving that money for something, right?
Hopefully it's fucking Stephon Gilmore, doc.
Yeah. And even if we restructured Kuntz's contract right now, it still would turn over to next year, so it wouldn't even count for this year. So we still he would still be
going off his same number this year. Yeah.
So we got that $40 million to spend on whatever we want, really.
Yeah.
But with 40, know that have it is a good thing. Yeah.
And I think I'm sure we have to spend a certain amount of that shit. I don't think we can go into the regular season sitting on $40 million, bro.
I think I've heard that too. Yes. Yep.
But I know like the majority of that shit has to be spent because usually teams go into the fucking regular season with like $10 million in cap, $9 million. Motherfuckers don't go into the regular season with $40 million in cap. You know what I'm saying?
Saving $40 million, saving what they just gave us in cap and shit. Hey, we just up to cap $40 million here. Let's bank it.
I'm still not gonna say that a Jair Alexander trade ain't possible.
Willie Wayne.
What up with you, Willie Wayne? I'm not gonna say that's not possible, dude. Because if you guys seen when the Packers got eliminated from the playoffs, Jair Alexander kind of sent a fucking goodbye to Packer fans on Instagram. And there hasn't been no talk or nothing. But that could be a guy that it could be like a Devante Adams joint. You know what I'm saying? Where you feel where they bring him in like right at training camp. You know what I'm saying? So and we
if you can learn the defense that fast. You know, he's got to be able to learn the defense that fast. I don't know how difficult Patrick Graham's defense is.
It's
remember it used to be hella difficult, but I don't know if he simplified it or whatever.
Yeah. So he switched something up at the end of the year, so they picked it up like that. So hopefully he keeps those adjustments the same. Fuck.
Yeah. Hell yeah. She was lining it up. We were lining it up at the end of the year. That's what I'm talking about. Been needing that. We've been needing that.
What's good with you, boy?
Jack.
What up?
That's my dog.
Hell yeah. What's up, boys?
Was handing.
Just talking.
Hey man, I clicked on the wrong link. I clicked on the link and some titties popped up. I'm like, what the hell going on?
Some titties? Oh shit.
Hey, group chat turned up.
Nate know why the fuck he laughing. That's why.
Yeah.
I clicked on the link, bro, and some real well-rounded, bro.
She was healthy.
Yeah, I think her name was Irene or some shit. I don't know. I forget.
I never asked her name.
So we was talking about fucking a little bit of fucking Devante Adams, and his whole spiel that maybe we can trade him or whatever. So, or if he's in a position to where he may want to be traded, because there's been a lot of, the whole receiver show and. Now he's getting questioned by a lot of media members about should he get traded, and so, I kind of said, you guys know my opinion on a Devante Adams trade. Like, I'd be cool with it. You feel me? Like, I'm cool with moving on from Devante Adams just because I don't think we about to win like that right now, like how he wants to win, and I feel like he still got some value. So fuck it, I'll take his value and send him to a place where he wants to fucking win, as long as it's not Kansas City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also feel like it might not happen right now. It'll probably be if the Raiders start off slow. If we come out next year and we look like shit, but by the trade deadline, then yeah, I could see him wanting out. So we were talking a little bit about that.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, when you're a Raider fan for as long as I've been a Raider fan, bro, there's not one player, bro, that can come and go that's bigger than the program. So my particular opinion about players may not be popular, but get the fuck out of here. Like, trade his ass. I mean, what the fuck, bro?
I agree.
Trade his ass tonight.
Especially if he don't want to play here, bro. He's gonna be slamming helmets on the sidelines.
Hey,
like that doesn't look good for our young players, bro. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, so you just allow that shit to happen?
I was about to stick up for him, and then you started talking. Yep, I'll shut up.
Why are we waiting?
He's like one of our best players doing that. My bad, bro.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
That's all I was gonna say. I mean, that's like Max Crosby doing that, bro. He's one of our best players, dude. You can't have that. That's not you. Yeah, that's intolerable, dude. No, not be doing that, bro. Because you're supposed to be setting the standard for all the young players on your roster. You're supposed to be setting the standard, and that's what you're doing.
It's tough though, Banther. It's tough when you got.
I mean, I know I get the heat of the moment and shit, but still, dude.
And you got Jimmy G back there, and bro, that's why I don't fuck with Hondo, bro. That's why every time I hear a Hondo Carpenter, I'm like, this fool just spitting out a bunch of lies, bro. Because he was selling everybody fucking a bag of goods last year. Like, oh, everybody in the locker room loves Jimmy G. Everybody's got Jimmy G's back. He's the number one quarterback regardless. And then what happens as soon as McDaniels gets kicked out? Bah! Jimmy G goes back to the fucking bottom of the depths of the fucking roster. Fucking, to bring up AOC. So that Hondo, I don't know. I don't even know why I brought up Hondo, but he pissed me off.
No, so I get it, and I get when he took that hit versus the Patriots, bro, I was like, oh, bro, like that fool definitely ain't gonna want to play here no more soon, dude, because he got lit up. He got lit up like 3 times last year, bro. Bad, he got lit up, dude. Pretty sure he got lit up against the Broncos.
More than that. Chargers,
like
I remember the Chargers.
And I agree to what he said too. He was like, I ain't never been hit this much in my life. I agree, because I ain't never seen Devante Adams take hits. Like, Aaron Rodgers used to always protect Devante. Jimmy Garoppolo's like, he would just like throw the ball and turn his head. What's going on over there? Did he catch it?
A lot of that was protection too, though, bro. A lot of that was protection. And our O-line
that's another thing I preached last year too, bro.
Yeah.
I felt like a lot of our poor quarterback play wasn't all on the quarterback, dude. Our offensive line for like the first 6 games, dude, looked like absolute dog shit. They were so bad. The league leading rusher from a year ago couldn't even get a fucking yard. He couldn't even get out of the backfield. That's how bad they were.
Backfield,
That's pathetic. And can you put a little bit on Josh Jacobs? Yeah. But at the same time, Josh Jacobs' whole career, he made his bread and butter with the Raiders by making people miss in the backfield. The Raiders can't expect every single game he's going to be able to do that. And unfortunately, he couldn't do it that game, and their offensive line got fucking exposed, bro. Offensive line looked like dog shit. They couldn't even push the defense back for a fucking yard. That shit's pathetic. So, yeah, I agree. The offensive line looked like shit. The offensive line really didn't start to look good, dude, until the second half of the year. So, apparently our offensive line, I mean, they could be better this year, dude. And that dude Joe Philbin or whatever, dude, like, he's old and shit, and he's an ex-coach. But the thing that people forget about him, dude, he's going to be damn near like a Hall of Fame offensive line coach. That's his bread and butter, dude. He's an O-line coach. So he's going to definitely have these offensive linemen, these boys out there ready to go. So, you know, I think a lot of what our season's going to rest on, dude, like a lot of people are worried about the quarterback and shit. Like, I believe it's going to be if we can run the ball and protect our quarterback. Because we don't have a quarterback that's going to go out there and beat you with his arm. Aiden O'Connell's not that guy. Gardner Minshew's not that guy. They need a running game to be successful. And if we don't have it, we're not going to win very many games. And if we can't protect them, we're not going to win very many games. It's just the basic fundamentals of football. Run the football and protect your quarterback, period. And if you can't do that,
the main
if you can't
reason
run
why.
the football and protect your quarterback, you're not going to win.
And guys, and that's the main reason
What up, Raider
why.
Room? What up, Modfather Jesse? What up, guys?
The main reason why the Raiders are not winning many fucking games, guys. This is why I keep saying, because if we can't rely on the quarterback, if we can't rely on the running back, if we got questions on offensive line, it's just too many fucking questions there for everything for us to legitimately win, bro. And so back to the Devante thing, in my opinion, it's like
that's the reason, bro. How many times Jack Bauer have I came on this bitch, bro, and had us going like 14 wins, 13 wins, almost every single time, bro. I came out this bitch with 10 wins because we don't really have a quarterback. I mean, we didn't have a quarterback last year, but I felt like we were in a better spot.
And 10 wins. And 10 wins is extra generous as well, bro. Shit, if you think about it, like, come on, 10 wins, like even in our situation, bro. Like, just think about it now since we talking about it. Our running game, we just lost the leading rusher from 2 years ago. He's gone. We got a backup. We hope it's going to be all right because he had a little spurt at the end of last year. Then we got an offensive line that's suspect. We don't really know what the fuck they going to do until they do it. And then the quarterbacks are both Mickey as fuck. Like, being a realist, bro, of football that we've been watching all this time, bro, that ain't no recipe for success.
Fuck no.
Now, will they win a few games because the defense balled out, or maybe this one player put it together this one game and that player did it that game? Cool. But for a fucking 16, 17 game season, bro, that shit is not it. And so, like, Devante's already, to me, back to the Devante thing, bruh, you might as well leave now. Because newsflash, you think that newsflash, you think this team is finna be competing for shit and winning shit? You want to wait till we not to get upset to demand a trade at week 10, bro? Save your time, save your pay, save it all. Just go ahead and demand a trade now. Get it out the way now, and let's start the season without you, bro. Because if you waiting to see and waiting for a ticking time bomb, it's gonna happen. Because this team is not very good. So you either all in or you all out, bro. That's how I'm looking at it.
Well, for me, Raider football has always been running the ball inside the 10 too, right? You run it with Marcus Allen. What do? They run it down to the 2 to the 1. You go over the top. They hand it to Bo. Like, we don't run the ball
even
inside
Tyrone
the 10.
Wheatley, Zach Crockett.
Yeah, Wheatley. We had Fargus. We had Coughlin.
Josh
we had
remember that.
Yeah, Jacobs.
Jacobs was the only reason why we ever scored in the red zone with Derek Carr. Sorry.
Yeah, somewhat. But we got away from that last year. We weren't able to do that. We weren't able to pound the ball in. We haven't been able to pound the ball in from running the ball like that in a while. And we got to get back to that kind of style if we want to. If we want to win.
It's hard to run the
Can't
ball
always
when they
throw the
don't
ball in
respect
the,
the
can't always
quarterback.
throw the ball in the red zone. You got to be able to pound it in. You got to be able to enforce your will and drive those motherfuckers back and take their soul.
I think the only asterisk with your guys is point. I think is
my thing is with everything in question.
He's lagging. I think Nate. Go ahead.
I think last year was was an anomaly, bro. It was just like a lot of bullshit going on. The play calling was questionable. The quarterback play was trash. The young rookie quarterback was third string on the depth chart. He wasn't even getting any burn with the starters. So he had like zero time. He got thrown into the fire literally in like the worst way possible. And he still came out as the second best rookie quarterback last year, which is kind of crazy to me, considering where we drafted him in the 4th round. So I think there's a slight chance with the full offseason that there's that asterisk, right? That asterisk, right? I think it's right there. And that's why I'm holding on to hope, thinking that maybe with the full off season, and we can put some shit together, and maybe a couple other players can step up, such as the running back position. I don't care who it is. We need somebody to step up at that running back position because we're going to need a running game. And on top of that, if Trey Tucker can turn it up another level, that he's going to open up the offense in another way we weren't even expecting. So I think if Trey Tucker can turn up, it's gonna be good. But and on top of, I didn't even bring up our tight ends, our 2 set tight ends who Michael Myers put on a bunch of weight, so he's gonna be out there fucking punking some more dudes. And then Brock Bowers, I want to see it. So I'm before I say anything, but with all the hype around Brock Bowers, that's another weapon X. You know what I mean? So. And on top of our wide receiver core, Jacoby Myers, I think, is fucking really underrated. And of course, Devante Adams is still shaking DBs out their boots. So if the full offseason with this team together, with this kind of energy that they all put into their season, I think there's a chance, bro. And that's what I'm hoping for. And I think that's what a lot of Raider Nation is banking on, in my opinion.
Just not with Getsy's offense, but we'll hopefully that'll work out.
That's another one. That's if Getsy can call the right plays and get the right scheme in there and get the right game plan, that's a whole nother fucking element that we can't control, right? We got the players. We all know we got the players.
We got the talent.
We got the talent, but do we got the coaches? That's another element. Like Antonio Pierce's first full year as well. Like he looked kind of shaky, and then some of those big time, like when they're looking for him to call a timeout or throw a challenge flag, he looked like he didn't really know what to do. So he's got to step it up. The whole team in general, from the front office all the way down. So but if everybody can chip in, I think we can get those 10 wins Menther's talking about. So I'm hopeful.
Well, I don't know if you guys seen it. I was trying to look for it, but I can't find it. What up, my opinion? When during the draft, before the Raiders even drafted Aiden O'Connell, what up, father and son football? Ian Rappaport was like walking around the draft or whatever, and they asked him, who's a quarterback that you think's going to be in this draft that nobody's talking about that could be really good. And Ian Rappaport said that he could see Aiden O'Connell being like the next Brock Purdy. Like nobody's going to think nothing of him, and he's going to come into the NFL and he's going to shock it. He said that out of his own mouth the year that we drafted him. And that was before we drafted him. So, like I said, I have a lot of hope for Aiden. I like Aiden a lot. And my biggest issue with Aiden, which I think is going to be the detriment to his game, is he just don't move. You gotta move, bro. Like you don't have to be a mobile quarterback, but you cannot just sit there like a tree and just get beat the whole game, dude. Like your career's not going to last long. You know what I mean?
And that's the main reason, Ben, bro, to be honest with you, I don't have much faith in AOC.
That's
And
the
like,
only
like,
reason why I don't have faith in him.
It's like, you know, I'll be honest with you. A lot of Raider fans, bro, and I ain't saying this is you or anybody else, but a lot of Raider fans, bro, they're blinded. They're just blinded. Like,
they're blind. They got Raider glasses on.
Yeah, this dude right here, bro, he's got a decent arm, bro. It's a decent arm. It's not nothing to write home about. He's not really mobile. He doesn't really he doesn't have the tools to be elite. Like, he just doesn't have the tools to be elite.
They said the same thing about Tom Brady, though, bro, and I hate to fucking pull that name out. But,
Nah. But when you put on the tape, Tom Brady, it ain't. When you put on the tape, Tom Brady didn't show that on tape. Aiden O'Connell was showing when we seeing from AOC, it's not word of mouth. We're seeing what we saw. You can't say the same thing with Tom Brady, because when he suited shit up, he was on his game.
Well, Tom Brady
AOC was changing plays at the line of scrimmage, and he was doing his thing, commanding the offense and recognizing blitzes and stuff like that. But
Tom Brady wasn't a statue. Tom Brady wasn't a statue like AOC.
Not so that's in his career. No, he was a pocket quarterback, but he moved around in the pocket for sure.
He wasn't a statue, and that's really the main thing we're driving at, guys. Like, let's keep it 100, and then let's not act like Tom Brady don't got a hell of an arm. Like, let's keep it a buck.
And
he got double the arm that fucking Aiden O'Connell has, guys. Like, come on now.
Demokes, bro, you can look up Aiden O'Connell's stats in college, because we talked about it in one of our podcasts. He has negative 250 yards rushing through his 4 or 5 years, however long he was at Purdue, dude. He's not moving at all. Like, he does not move at all.
So his arm is not Tom Brady's arm. Let's get that clear. And then second,
Brady didn't really have much of an arm neither, though.
But Brady, man.
Look at Tom Brady.
Aiden O'Connell can take the top off too. He did it with Trey Tucker last year.
Man, to say Tom Brady don't got an arm, I'm not even finna argue that with y'all. I'm not. I'm not finna sit here and argue with that. So Tom Brady has a better arm, and he's way fucking better in the pocket than this dude. That dude don't share nothing that Tom Brady does. How the fuck is y'all gonna even sit there and compare the two like that?
Tom Brady didn't really.
We're also comparing the greatest quarterback of all time to a 4th-round pick.
Yeah, that's insane.
The most I ever seen Tom Brady throw deep was when he had Randy Moss that 1 year.
Yep.
He never threw deep, bro. It was all screens and slants and fucking. He was just smart with the ball.
That don't necessarily just because you don't throw deep don't mean you got an arm. It's called zip on the ball. It's called repositioning your body and getting the ball down.
I'm not saying AOC has the strongest. I'm not saying that Tom Brady was Matthew Stafford or something like that. Yeah.
Tom Brady's got a good arm. That's what I'm saying.
Aiden O'Connell's got a good arm.
He has a decent arm.
Aiden O'Connell does not.
I say AOC's around there.
You can't be doing my man's like that.
AOC's around the same.
Aiden O'Connell has an average arm, guys. Come on, y'all. Let's not do this here, bro.
I don't think it's an elite arm by any stretch.
I gotta send you some film.
I think Aiden O'Connell has a good enough arm to make defenses respect him, and that's all that matters. In my opinion.
Okay, if we're gonna say that, then we can say that. But we was arguing if he had an arm like Tom Brady. And I'm saying
Tom Brady really don't have an arm though.
Fuck no.
Hey, in my opinion, I didn't think Derek Carr had a very good arm, but for whatever reason, he was always leading the league in deep passes year after year.
Derek Carr actually has a pretty good arm, bro.
Derek Carr has a great arm, dude.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Derek Carr actually has a pretty good fucking arm.
He's just not great at winning.
Carr's got a great. I'd go as far as saying Derek Carr's got a great arm, dude.
I would say that. I would say that too.
I don't think so.
Like, if you just talk about just throwing the football,
dude, he's like one of the best deep ball throwers in the league since he's been in the league. His arm is
I'll give DC that.
He's so pussy, he won't even throw that deep ball most of the time. He's a fucking pussy. He'll throw it out of bounds before he throws that fucking deep
fucking turtle in the shell pussy shit of Derek Carr to the side. He has a great arm. As much as I don't like him.
Derek Carr got a fucking great ass arm. That was never his issue.
My opinion.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is,
he just don't have any brains.
AOC does not have a great arm.
No, he needs some courage, like the Cowardly Lion.
AOC does not have a great arm whatsoever. His arm is average.
An average arm will get it done, though.
It will, but I just want to make the claim that it's an average arm.
Okay,
it's an average arm.
I'll give you that. It's an average because I don't think I've seen enough of it to really judge
Tom Brady's
it yet.
And Tom Brady's arm is not fucking average. Let's get that clear too.
It was average. Tom Brady's arm was average when he was as young as fucking Aiden O'Connell was.
Man, hell no.
Bro, Tom Brady didn't come out of college with no great arm. That's the reason why he was a fifth-round pick. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying that. But, man, bro, all right. I'm not going to argue you guys with Tom Brady's arm and Aiden O'Connell's arm at any time of their careers, period. But I'm just going to go out on a limb and just get it out the way. Aiden O'Connell is a below-average quarterback, and he has an average arm and has below-average mobility. And that ain't getting it done. So my thing is when it comes to these predictions for the Raiders, and then you talk about, okay, the offensive line ain't really solidified as much as we want it to be, and then the running back is a coin toss. You throw all that in the blender, that ain't good.
So he was good enough to be the second best rookie quarterback last year. He was better than fucking a bunch of first round quarterbacks.
You can say that. And that could be true, but
that don't say a lot to me. It is true.
What I'm trying to say is that don't matter. He still sucked. So yeah, you can say he was the second best, the third best, the fourth best.
That's why he's not our franchise quarterback. He's just the guy that's going to be here until we find said franchise.
No, everybody's talking like he's the franchise guy, though.
I agree with that. You brought up rookies. You brought up the other rookies to make it seem like he was doing something that he not. Fuck them other rookies. Them motherfuckers is trash too.
We can't discredit all those other rookies that had fucking really good college careers that were drafted in the first round. Can't just discredit all those dudes. I'm
talking about the rookies that played in their career as a pro. Fuck what they did in college.
Yeah.
We brought up their rookie years. You brought up their rookie years.
And to see a fourth round pick go out there and be the second best quarterback out of all the quarterbacks, bro, it's pretty fucking impressive.
It's not impressive to me if that shit still sucks.
Because you sound like a hater, dog. You hate like a mother right now, gang.
But so I'm not keeping the real about Aiden O'Connell is what you're telling me?
I don't think he's trash. I don't think he's trash.
What a hater is. If I'm a hater, then I'm basically saying shit that's not true.
He's not trash. He's not trash.
Come on, bro.
He's not, bro.
Come on, bro.
He's not.
Out of 30 quarterbacks in the NFL, out of 30 quarterbacks in the NFL, he's trash.
Lower tier for sure. Undoubtedly.
That's trash, guys. If you lower tier, what is that?
But he's young. He's young.
Man.
He had no expectations.
25 and 32.
Man.
There was no expectations, bro. He never even thought he would have a chance to even start or even compete for fucking starting. I don't think at any point in his career. And now he had not only did he have a chance to start, but now he has a fucking chance to start all 17 games, bro. So he's in a very weird position right now. And it's not something that he did before because he was a walk-on at Purdue. So the dude's got a background.
Got a shot.
If we can go out there and play great defense like we all think we can, and our receivers can catch the ball and we can run the ball, dude, as long as Aiden O'Connell don't turn the ball over, dude, we're golden. We're golden.
We're going to need more than that, bro.
Look at the Niners. In my opinion, Brock Purdy's not that good. Brock Purdy's not that good. But you want to know why he looks so good? Because he's got the best offensive line in the NFL. He's got two really good fucking wide receivers. He's got the best running back in the NFL. He's got a top 3 tight end. He's got the best defense in the league. That's why they can make the mystery relevant look so good. If the Raiders just do what a legit organization does, which is get all the skill pieces set in stone and then get your quarterback and build around him. If they do that, then Aiden O'Connell has a chance for success. But if they don't, then no, he's probably going to be ass. Just like you said, he's probably going to be trash.
Aiden O'Connell does not have a chance. The main reason why Aiden O'Connell does not have a chance is because on 3rd and 12, when the game is on the line and he needs to scramble and buy some time, he can't do it. At the end of the day, the game is going to come down to the quarterback making plays. If that's what the fuck it's going to come down to. And he's not going to be able to make that play because he's not that quarterback. Brock Purdy can make that play because Brock Purdy is that fucking quarterback. Brock Purdy ain't no fucking statue. We got to stop comparing the Raiders to the 49ers all the damn time. And Brock Purdy is way fucking more mobile than fucking Aiden O'Connell. So my thing is like, and they got a way better fucking play caller and a way better fucking coach. So we can't keep fucking comparing ourselves to them. And like,
I can
We're
because
not
they
winning
did
no
it the right
games
way.
with a
The Niners
statue.
build their teams the right way. Even though they never win with them, they build their
They
team the
never
way
miss
you're
on their
supposed to build
drafts.
your team. So as
They
much as I
never
hate
miss
them,
on
they
their
do it
What
draft.
the
I'm
right
saying
way.
is, what I'm saying, I'm not debating that. What I'm saying is we can't compare our team to them because we don't got what they got. That's what I'm saying.
I never said we did. That's why I said we got to build our team the way they built theirs.
Hold on, and they never had that top tier quarterback, Jack.
Man,
Yeah,
And even till this day, they kind of gotten by with Jimmy G and Brock Purdy, and even before that was Alex Smith. So they've always had like fucking bottom tier quarterbacks, but they built their team first. And I think that's what Aiden O'Connell gives us a chance to do, is build the team the right way, and that's what I'm fucking hoping for.
That part.
Well, I mean, if that's what we're hoping is to build the team, then yeah, we can build the team. But
I don't
expect AOC to win a Super Bowl this year, bro.
Win. So,
Jack,
so
I
agree
agree. I'm with you, bro.
Like
I'm 1,000%, but I understand that our roster isn't there yet, bro. I understand that. I as a fan, as a realistic motherfucker, I understand that our roster is a long ways away, considering all our bad drafts the past 10 years. We've missed so bad on a lot of that shit. It's pathetic. So we got to build this team, and AOC gives us a chance to do exactly that.
And the chat's killing it right now.
Considering
too. Keep this in mind. A big reason why Aiden O'Connell probably didn't get to show us what he really had last year. He was dealing with fucking Josh McDaniels and then Bo Hardegree's playbook. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the chat. I mean, they're on fire right now. That's a fact.
Yeah,
like,
but I don't think West Coast's offense is going to be much better.
The point with AOC. Y'all missing the point with AOC.
God,
my thing with him is not an X's and O's thing with AOC. It's not, this playbook, and he had McDaniels, and then now he get his own playbook for 3 weeks, and now he got a whole training camp with this. It's not a playbook thing. It's not a cerebral thing with him. The motherfucker can't move in the pocket. We ain't winning no games, y'all.
I can bring up a clip right now where I can show you he moved around in the pocket and made a great fucking throw to Michael Mayer. Like,
and I can show you 20 clips where he stood his ass there and got sacked. And I can show you 20 fucking clips where he stood there and got his ass.
And I can show you 20 clips
of every
other quarterback in the NFL standing there getting sacked.
But you're not adding in the circumstances that he was put into, Jack. That's what you kind of just. You're kind of just like, he's supposed to be great right away. He's supposed to drag us to this fucking playoffs in his rookie year. Like, nah, bro.
He was never even expected to play.
He got zero playing time with the starters. He didn't have the timing right. A lot of shit. McDaniels sabotaging all kinds of shit, bro. So I think that's where you kind of
that's the key. Put everything into perspective. The Raiders had Jimmy Garoppolo. They paid him a bunch of money. He was the starting quarterback no matter what. They brought in Brian Hoyer. They gave Brian Hoyer guaranteed money as a backup quarterback. He was going to be the backup quarterback. They brought in Aiden O'Connell to be the ball boy, the practice squad guy, the guy that sits at the back of the roster and sits on the bench and holds clipboards. He was never, ever, not only in his mind, but in the organization's mind, was he going to have a chance to start anytime soon, because they honestly thought we would be a lot better with Jimmy Garoppolo. Unfortunately, which tends to happen with our fucking team, is we fire our head coach, we fucking get rid of everybody, and then now a guy that didn't even really play at all, especially with Devante and the starters, goes from the back of the depth chart to the front of the fucking depth chart. And his first fucking game, he's got to play against Khalil Mack, who's a fucking probably a first ballot Hall of Famer. And the offensive line shit the fucking bed. You know what I'm saying? He gets fucking killed. A lot of quarterbacks would have let that ruin their confidence, bro. Like, I'm done. I can't do shit. Guess what? He goes back to the bench, comes out, gets named the starter, and then fucking had the Raiders on a winning record during his stretch as the starting quarterback. And none of that was expected. None of that. Nobody thought he was going to be the starting quarterback at all. The fact that he had to deal with his coach getting fired, all that bullshit, and to still be in the position he's in right now, to have not only a chance to compete, but probably favored to be the starting quarterback next year.
That's only because we don't got nobody else, bro. Hey, that's only because we don't have nobody else. It ain't because he outperformed the whole league and, oh my God, he has to start the spot. My whole thing is, it's like everybody's still missing the point. We saying all this stuff about all this shit. I'm talking about the talent.
the talent. The man is not mobile. He's not going to be able to get us over the hump that we need to get over when we start playing elite defenses and they start bringing elite blitzes, elite schemes, and he has to stand in that motherfucking pocket, make a move, make a play for the Raiders to win. He's not going to be able to do that. So my thing is, all right, if we're going to lower our expectations and say, hey, we don't even expect him to do that, he's good enough to bridge us until we build our team, until we really present a good enough team to go ahead and go for it. That's a whole different conversation. My whole conversation is for the 2025 season coming up, Aiden O'Connell now and for the future is at the quarterback. Not because he don't got X's and O's and experience and his rookie year and he just getting to start. His talent, his actual prototype. He's not mobile. He's a statue. He's going to get fucking hit when Chris Jones and company come to fucking town. That's my point.
Every quarterback
it ain't got
gets
shit
hit
to
by
do with
them,
nothing else. He's just not a good talent. That's
up,
all I'm
Barry?
saying. It ain't about him getting a fair shake now and the coach now. And he's just not fucking a good enough quarterback for the Raiders to win, guys. That's all I'm saying. He can get all the fucking chances in the world. He can get all the reps in preseason. He can get all the coaching and the training. And that shit is not going to matter. Aiden O'Connell, I'm going out and I'm saying this. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Aiden O'Connell is not good enough for the Raiders to fucking win. So if that's the case and that's cool, all right, cool. If we going to have him just for the contract and just for him to hold it tight till we get what we need and whatever, okay, that's cool. That's a whole nother politic. But I'm standing on that. He's not good enough, y'all.
Hey, I'm with you, Jack. If he can't produce and he can't play, then I get rid of him. He got to go. But for the meantime, he's our quarterback, and he's
for sure.
He's most likely going to be our starting quarterback. So I got his back until otherwise. Until about game 5. I got game 5, and if he's still slipping and tripping, he got to go. Gardner Minshew, where you at?
What up, MP7?
My thing is just like,
let Gardner have some weapons like the Raiders got and watch him work.
My thing is just he's just not good enough, man. I'm just being real. Like, I don't think Minshew's good enough. Like, I'm just being honest. Like,
I think he's better than O'Connell, though.
Our team has been bad for a long time. My bad, Joe. My phone went off and on. Go one more time. I didn't hear you, Nate. What you say?
No, Pizzle.
Oh, Pizzle. My bad, Pizzle. What you say, bro?
I said I think he's better than AOC, though.
And that's a good point.
A better chance to win.
Yeah.
That's actually
Pizzle's on your side with this.
No Coors Light game. Regular Coors.
Yeah.
Pizzle don't like AOC either.
Yeah,
that's why he
I
been
don't like AOC. He's just not good. It ain't about what I like or dislike, man. I don't never get like my feelings involved in the shit. That's why I never suffice to the shit that I'm a hater. Because I always just
I was just fucking with you with the whole hater shit.
No, it's cool. No, it's cool. I know you didn't mean it, Ben.
I be like overusing my words and shit.
No.
Jack's on mute.
He probably got a call or something.
Oh,
there he is.
No, I'm just saying I like the fact that you brought that up because that term is used all the time and it's really used out of context because people don't want to accept the real. And I'm not saying that's you, you know what I'm saying? But people will quickly call you a hater when you just speak on the real. I like AOC. I like AOC. I hope AOC nigga does his thing to get to where we need to get to. But I'm just being real. He's not that fucking guy. He's not. He's not that fucking talent.
4 likes
and it don't matter if he's a 4th round or nothing. He could be a 1st round pick. You look at him play. You cut the fucking tape on. You look at the footwork. You look at the arm. You look at every fucking thing you're supposed to look at. That guy's not getting you to the promised land. He's not. And
I agree with that. I don't think Aiden O'Connell's like a Super Bowl, type of quarterback or nothing. But I do think Aiden O'Connell has potential to keep us at least above water and relevant and give us a chance to build our team and be competitive while we do it.
Yeah, but
it sucks though. And then play devil's advocate on that, right? It sucks because if he just keeps us above water, then we're always getting middle of the draft picks and ain't worth a fuck.
Exactly what I was just gonna say. The draft picks.
And that's what and that's my point, bro. Like, man, I said, my point, y'all. Like, that's why I was always big for the Raiders gambling those picks, moving up and getting that quarterback that they wanted. Because look where we at now. Look where we at now. We don't got no fucking quarterback. Yeah, we probably ain't gonna have another quarterback for another couple years and another couple years. You know what I'm saying?
Like Benther was saying, we were kind of rebuilding, and yeah, I've been fighting it, but yeah, it's pretty much kind of what it is. But
that's a good point.
It's a rebuild, bro.
Hard work outbeats talent every time, bro. That's a fucking fact.
Yeah, great point. I forget what I was gonna say.
And from what I'm hearing is that Aiden O'Connell's been in that building, bro. Like, he's been like a junkie in that building. So that's good, bro. That's good. Because in all honesty, if we're just keeping it a buck, if you want to say Aiden O'Connell's not very good, Gardner Minshew ain't fucking very good neither, dog. So we're pretty, and if that's how we're looking at it, we're pretty much up fucking Shit's Creek without a paddle. You feel me?
That's what the fuck we've been saying the whole fucking offseason.
And that's to bring me into my main topic of this show, is that the Raiders have a true quarterback battle for like the first time in how long? 20 fucking years? Where we don't have a guy that's probably the guy. You know what I'm saying? That we have two guys that we think that they're the guy. And these guys are going to have to go out. But this is the first time in forever. I don't remember. Derek Carr never had to compete for his job after he beat out Matt Schaub in the preseason against the Seattle Seahawks. He never had competition behind him except for Marcus Mariota for a couple years. That was the best quarterback that was ever behind him. And that dude was never going to compete for the job. So the Raiders are in the first spot in forever where they have two quarterbacks that are going in that are going to have to go out there and fucking fight for that job, dude. And that's good for us. Battle. Even though they're mid quarterbacks, both of them are mid, but Minshew shows you he can win some games. He had them one game out of the playoffs last year with nobody. He didn't have fucking Jonathan Taylor, who missed 13 games with a fucked up hand. Michael Pittman Jr. is it kind of their defense really wasn't that good. He took them one win out of the playoffs, and then Aiden O'Connell came in after McDaniels got fired and had the Raiders one win from going to the playoffs. So very similar shit, bro. It's like the Tales of Justice. Are you on the good side or the bad side?
And my thing, it's not a quarterback battle, bro. They using that word battle is like being nice. We got a quarterback problem. We got a fucking quarterback problem. That shit ain't no fucking battle. I'm not calling AOC versus Minshew a fucking battle. We got a quarterback fucking problem.
I like Aiden the most.
Because, well, man, but I'm not. I mean, my bad. I'm holding our franchise high expectations. Like,
no, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think this is the year to do that, though, Jack Bauer. I agree, but I don't think this is the year to do that.
No, I do that.
This isn't a year that I don't think we can't hold this Raiders team to no expectations this year because this team is pretty much rebuilding.
No. See, this is a difference between me and everybody else. As a Raider fan and seeing this team win before, I have expectations of the Raiders. Now, when I come on here and I talk, I keep it real on what the fuck they're doing. So I'm not happy that we got these two weak motherfuckers battling for a quarterback and I'm cool with it. I expect the Raiders to do better than this shit. You feel me?
But we can't, Jack. There's nothing we can do.
No, of course. I can't go out there and throw the ball. I know that. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm going to keep it real based on what the fuck is going on. But I expect the Raiders to be better than what the fuck they're doing. They're basically settling for two weak-ass quarterbacks because they decided they didn't want to move up, move the picks, do whatever the fuck they wanted to be done. And I ain't finna go, maybe they couldn't, whatever. But they got themselves in situations where they don't have a fucking quarterback, and we're debating how good this team is going to be. With two quarterbacks, we know that ain't good, bro. And so, like, I mean, I don't know how far we can get with two. Like, I know we referenced the 49ers and we referenced other teams and this and that, but man, like, dude, I don't know, bro. I just don't think that's us, bro. I just don't think that's us because I think those franchises got other shit in other places we don't. Like coaching.
We literally got stuck with what we got though, Jack Bauer. Like the Raiders couldn't do anything to get anybody else. There was no quarterbacks available they could have went and got. They got the best quarterback in free agency, and that's just because there was none. Gardner Minshew was the best quarterback in free agency. They went and got him, and they kept Aiden. Obviously, they went and did what they could. And then by the time we drafted, there was no quarterbacks drafted that were worthy of the pick.
Maybe Kirk Cousins.
You know what I mean? So the Raiders we were in a bad situation, dude. We couldn't do anything. There was no, like, remember the year before we had a chance to get Lamar Jackson, a bunch of other dudes that we never got. This year we didn't have a chance to get nobody. It was Gardner Minshew. That was the best player, and that's who they went and got to compete with who they already have. So I think the Raiders, as an organizational standpoint, just have the mindset of we got 2 quarterbacks that we're not paying a lot of money. So in the meantime, let's continue to build around this team and make ourselves competitive. And maybe one of these quarterbacks.
So how are we predicting more than 10 wins with this team?
I'm not. I have us at our ceiling is 10 wins.
How does that come into play?
Because we had what, 8 wins last year? And we had to deal with Josh McDaniels and Jimmy Garoppolo for half of that, dude. We should get at least 2 more wins.
Yep.
Everybody else got
I would
better,
think
bro.
that's why I say that's their ceiling.
That's Raider math right there for you.
Raider math. My math is mathing. It might be Raider math, but it's mathing.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. You got to get better. I felt like if Antonio Pierce would have been the coach from week 1 last year, we would have had 1 or 2 more wins. So
it's all love, Jack. You know, I'm fucking.
And Jack, you had us at I think you had us at more wins than me. Here, I'll bring it up right now.
Stop it.
Yeah, you did.
I ain't never. As long as I know you, Ben, I ain't never had.
Did he have us at 7?
Than you.
7
bro,
or 9.
I've never had the Raiders at more wins than you. As long as I've known you, bro.
That shows you guys my optimism every fucking year, dude. Ain't really
never, bro.
All right, so where we at? So, oh no, Jack had us at 9 wins.
8 or 9 wins.
Yeah, 9 wins.
Yeah.
So Pizzle had us with 13. Nate had us with 11. I had 10, and Jack had 9.
Raiders.
I got my expectations.
That part.
I got high expectations.
Motherfucker, but you over here hating on Aiden O'Connell like a motherfucker, but you guys getting 13 wins with him as a quarterback.
I don't think he'll be the quarterback.
So you think Gardner Minshew can get us to 13 wins?
I can't. I think with the weapons that we have, yeah, I do.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. I don't think Minshew. I just don't think Jack Bauer is a huge fan of our quarterback room, and that's fine. I don't think Minshew's that bad neither, but he's also in the same spectrum of quarterback that Aiden O'Connell is, and that's bottom of the barrel. That's the malt liquor of the NFL quarterback. You know what I'm saying? The 32, 33,
I'm more worried about
31. You know what I mean?
I'm more worried about the play calling they got, bro.
That's too, but
I know. I'm just talking about the quarterbacks.
We went and signed the guy we wanted, and then he got away from us, and then we settled for somebody else. That's not a good sign for me. That's not good at all.
Yeah, we wanted to score 24 points.
That's the biggest asterisk right there.
You know, and you want to know the biggest issue with the offensive coordinator? It's not that his play calling is super suspect, but his run game that was ranked like 2nd in the NFL had 800 yards from their quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a quarterback that's running for no fucking 800 yards.
Mm.
And so that means they were the 2nd leading rushing team. I don't know how many yards they had. It was probably, if the quarterback had 800, they were probably well over 1,500 yards rushing as a team. Do we have a fucking running room? Do you see our running back room getting 1,500 fucking yards rushing?
Nah, Aiden O'Connell.
Hell no.
We're going to be minus 850 yards, bro.
Oh, my God.
Hell nah.
Aiden O'Connell can scramble, can he?
Shit, Aiden O'Connell will at least keep the box somewhat light for the running game. Shit.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm just saying, y'all.
Yeah, I was just kind of talking about the quarterbacks. I just think I think it's interesting, bro, because we're gonna have one of the, like, obviously a lot of people have already crowned, including, you know, Antonio Pierce kind of set like a a note. You know what I'm saying? Look for the word. I'm half stupid. Don't mind me. But like a hint that Aiden O'Connell's the guy, because he said he was like, oh, he earned it already. You know what I'm saying? He's been here longer. So from that standpoint, and the standpoint with that when Gardner Minshew had his press conference, he said, I'm here to be the backup quarterback and to support Aiden. The narrative is that Aiden is already the starting quarterback. And the only way that Minshew can take over that starting quarterback job is if he wins it in training camp. So,
and the only way that they should be reporting if it's a battle, if Aiden is somewhat losing or
they haven't reported as a battle. I reported it as a battle.
Nah, you ain't been the only one. Come on, man. It's been all these other content creators that have been talking about they seeing shit and oh my God and training camp and this and that. Yeah, take it for a grain of salt, but it ain't just been quiet on the front. Like, okay, Aiden's in the front and that's all. That's it. That's all. We've been hearing all kind of shit. So my thing is, if Aiden was signed and sealed as the starter from day one, and this dude's coming in the press conference and already conceding to be in the second string, why aren't we writing that same narrative all the way through training camp, all the way home? Now we're hearing and Minshew it's battling. It's a battle now.
Well, I never said that. I'm just saying what.
No, not you.
Okay.
Not you. I'm saying I'm hearing it around. I'm hearing that shit around. I've heard it around several times.
Because I feel like we have two quarterbacks that have the opposite of what the other has. I think Minshew has the mobility, and Aiden O'Connell has the arm strength and the smarts and shit. Because honestly, Gardner Minshew is not even half as smart as Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell, his pre-snap and post-snap reads are really good for him for where he's at this stage of his career, and it's only going to get better. You know what I'm saying? That's really good. And his arm, in my opinion, is better than Minshew's. He can throw it deeper down the fild. And he's got better accuracy because Minshew's not that accurate.
Minshew's already picked up the offense, though.
That's fine. That's fine. But the reason why Aiden O'Connell is going to have the upper hand no matter what is because he's already played half of a season and been a whole season with this wide receiver core. So he knows their cadences, their releases, all that shit. You know, that's a good try to learn all that shit again. Like cadences and hand signals and shit, bro. Like that shit is throwing up gang signs and shit from the back. Run a 2-3 route from the 7-4 quarter. Like they're doing all this shit behind their back. You feel me? That shit's hard to learn, bro. And Aiden O'Connell's already ahead of the game on that. So
that's a good sign that our backup quarterback is already changing plays at the line. It also shows kind of like he's not too comfortable with the actual play call in practice. So it could kind of make the coaches kind of nervous in a way. But I'm all for the competition. If Gardner Minshew is the better quarterback, then fucking get him in there. But
yeah, I don't give a fuck who the quarterback is. I just want to win football games. I've been said that. I don't give a fuck who the quarterback is, the wide receivers, the linemen. I don't give a fuck. It could be fucking Larry, Moe, and Curly. I don't give a fuck. As long as we win, that's all I give a fuck about. Names don't mean shit.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, them two names, that ain't it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But that's just what we're stuck with, bro. We got to try to find a way to make shit fucking ice cream out of shit fucking just regular shit. Got to find a way to do something with it. Would you rather eat a pile of shit or at least try to make something out of it and say season it up or something? You know what I'm saying?
Call it curry.
Yeah, we got to season that shit up a little bit, gang.
Yeah.
We got to spice it up a little bit.
There's going to be no spicing this shit up.
Yeah, it's just too many question marks on the offensive end for me to have confidence in it. Like, you know, I see Devante getting pissed off halfway down the season when he ain't getting the ball or the shit is coming out quick or, you know, he get Aiden O'Connell take a sack where he could have got away, but he just can't get away and he takes the sack. And oh my God.
He needs to get the fuck out of here right now. Leave.
That's what I just said. Why wait till week 10 when you already know what the fuck is going to happen? The Raiders will trade Devante now.
Jack, we don't know though, bro. This is his first full off season. Let's see. I'll give him 5 games, bro. I'll do you better. Don't wait 10 games. Wait 5 games. If he ain't the shit, then fucking get him out of there. I'm with you, bro, 100%. But I think with the full off season, we got to see what happens, bro.
Yeah, because if it's a long shot, right, Jack Bauer? And you might laugh at me when I say this, and that's fine. My opinion might laugh at me. All you guys in the chat that don't like Aiden O'Connell might laugh at me. But there's a chance. There is a chance, because anything is possible, that we may have hit on him. And he might be really good. And we don't know shit yet because he hasn't had an entire offseason or none of that shit. Good coaching, none of that shit. Now he's got that.
Yep.
I guess it's a long shot. I agree. And Jack Bauer's muted right now laughing at me, and I understand. But what I'm saying is it's possible, bro. We haven't seen enough yet to just, oh, you're trash. Get him the fuck out of here. Throw him out. Kick him out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we can't. Bro, you're I don't know what your opinion was. I don't remember because it's been such a long time ago, Jack Bauer, on Derek we But Derek Carr, look, we should have got, if that's your statement on Aiden O'Connell, dude, we should have got rid of Derek Carr his rookie year because he was absolute dog shit. And he started all fucking year. He got 3 wins or whatever the fuck it was. He was trash. Aiden O'Connell went out there probably with about the same amount of talent. Well, not because that team was really trash.
But it seemed like it seems like I make the point and y'all miss the point. I make the point and y'all miss the point.
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying that he's not the guy that's going to get us to the promised land.
No. Let me break it down a little better. And I'm not even going to take all day. Because you just brought up Derek Carr, and we should have got rid of Derek Carr. The reason why fucking
I would just compare rookie seasons, that's all.
Yeah, no, I got you. But to me, this is the main point that I'm trying to drive home. Derek Carr wasn't a fucking statue in his rookie year. My point is Aiden O'Connell is a fucking statue. Unless he gonna come back out there this year and look like he ain't a statue, he's gonna not be a fucking good football player, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys talking about give him another year. We don't know what he can do. We saw him be a fucking statue last year.
You want to see the tape that he's got? I'll show you some film right now I'll show you some film right now where he had elite pocket presence.
Here's my thing. Unless he worked in the offseason on being able to get better pocket presence and being able to scramble and buy more time, he's trash and he's not going to be anything. That's it. That's all. That's his main thing. That's his main downfall, bro. We're even talking the National Football League. These motherfuckers on 3rd and 12 coming to take your head off. The best of the best are going to survive. And
we've seen quarterbacks do that. We've seen Peyton Manning do it. We've seen Joe Flacco was trash. He did it.
He ain't Peyton Manning.
Eli Manning. Ben Roethlisberger. There's a lot of them, bro.
Roethlisberger. Come on, man.
Roethlisberger didn't go running around. He just made people miss because he was so strong.
Being 260.
And Nakano doesn't do that. You're naming names.
It's too early. It's too early to say that he can't do that. You're throwing in the towel on Aiden O'Connell after like 6 games, bro, and you can't do that. You're pre-ejaculating already, dog. It's too early.
I'm looking at a player right now. Maybe I am, and I don't mind. I'm looking at a player right now. I'm looking at a quarterback right now because you brought up Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger is fucking 6'10", 400 fucking pounds and could scramble.
I get that. I'm not comparing that. I'm just saying he's not a mobile quarterback.
He don't have to be mobile. He doesn't have to be mobile.
Aiden O'Connell probably don't have to be mobile neither.
My point is he's a fucking statue. That's my point. Peyton Manning wasn't mobile, but he wasn't a fucking statue. He knew how to manipulate his way into the fucking pocket, get into his stance, and deliver that fucking football. He's standing there with the best of them and throw it. Can't compare him to that. My thing is, Aiden O'Connell don't show me he got shit in the pocket. Unless the pocket is 100% clean, Aiden O'Connell, it don't seem like Aiden O'Connell will be able to get off. Can you find one play or a few plays out of 100,000 snaps where you can point out and say, look right here, he stepped here? I'm sure you can. But as a full body of work, the guy's a fucking statue.
But he don't have a full body of work yet, Jack Bauer. To me, you don't have a full body of work until you've started an entire 17 games.
We got enough games. We have enough snaps to determine if this dude is a statue or not, bro.
No, I don't.
We got
I don't
enough
agree with
games. We
Bro,
got enough
Jared-
fucking
hey,
games under center.
Jack, Jared Goff is considered a statue, and he took his team to the NFC Championship.
Jared Goff got way more pocket. No, man. Jared Goff ain't no statue, bro.
He's had
Jared
some time.
Jared Goff got way more pocket
Jared
presence.
Gap.
Man,
Jared Goof,
Look,
bro.
listen
He's
to
a
me.
statue, bro. Come
bro.
on. Come on,
Jared Goff got way better pocket presence than motherfucking Aiden O'Connell. You can look
in
at
his 10th year, yeah. On his third team, yeah.
I'm not giving. I'm not.
We're talking about Aiden
No.
O'Connell's rookie year.
I'm
We don't know what he can do yet.
I'm not buying that
That's all
Jared
I'm
Goff
saying,
comparison
bro.
at all. I've watched Jared. I live in LA, bro. I watched Jared Goff with the Rams. I watched the sorry motherfucker. That motherfucker is not a statue. This dude will get out and scramble. He will get out of the pocket and throw a pass on floating backwards or floating to the side. Jared Goff is not a statue, my boy. He is not a statue. Aiden O'Connell is a statue.
That's a good point too, Sammy. We're comparing Goff, who was also a first-round pick, to a fourth-round.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can't compare Goff, bro. And
you want to know what I take away from this whole argument that we're having? I think Jack Bauer. I think your expectations are way too high for somebody like Aiden O'Connell.
I don't have high expectations for Aiden O'Connell. He is what he is. He's a quarterback that's not mobile, that won't be able to carry the Raiders to where we want to go. That's what he is. There's no expectations for me for him. I don't need nobody to misconstrue what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you.
I understand. Your whole argument is that he's not mobile, but I don't think you have to be mobile.
I'm not saying he's not mobile, Ben. I'm not saying
he's a statue. Then what are you saying then?
So, okay. So I just explained twice, bro. Being a statue does not necessarily mean you have to be mobile. I'm saying having elite pocket presence is also a tremendous factor in not being a statue.
I don't say he's got elite, but he's got good pocket presence him being a fourth-round fucking pick with no expectations.
He can dissect plays at the line of scrimmage, Jack.
That's where we agree to disagree at. I say he's a statue. You say he's not a statue. But I'm not sitting there saying he's not a statue. He's a statue because he's not mobile. He can't get out and run like Michael Vick. No. The guy has mediocre pocket presence. He's not mobile at all. We know that. His pocket presence is average. His arm is average.
Yes, sir,
I think his pre-snap reads is pretty good. I think he's a smart quarterback, but I think he's a below average talent. And that's not having high expectations for him, Ben.
Where he was drafted at, though, Jack Bauer, that's understandable because nobody thought he was going to be. When you draft motherfuckers in like the fourth round, you're hoping just to get motherfuckers that are just going to be backups their entire career, bro.
That's why I'm saying I have no expectations for him. He is what he is.
Make the practice squad, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He was a fourth round pick. I mean, he wasn't. Yeah, it's hard to hit those. Like we hit one with Max Crosby, but usually dudes in the fourth round, dude, those are training camp guys. Some of those dudes get cut. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Of course, he's not going to have like good pocket presence. Of course, he's going to have flaws in his game because that's why he was drafted where he was drafted at.
Bro,
but even with all those flaws to the side, bro, he was still the second-ranked rookie quarterback above a couple first-round picks.
And that still ain't good enough. That's all I'm saying, bro. And with all that being said,
good enough for you.
It's not good enough for the Raiders. Look what we have.
We haven't seen enough.
We playing musical chairs with coaches. We playing musical chairs with players. Our best player.
And we can't play musical chair at quarterback. That's why we got to keep him.
So my point is, the quarterback is just not good enough, man. And yeah, he's a fourth round. Yeah, he's this. Yeah, he's all the things you mentioned. 100% correct. That's why. Mainly some of the reasons why he ain't gonna be good enough to get us to where we fucking want to go, or at least to where I want to go, and most of the Raider fans want to go, because where we at now ain't it. That ain't where I think we want. Where I would expect the Raider fans would want to go. I would think we would want to be better than this.
I said, bro, as much as, in my honest opinion, regular season games and playoff wins and shit, that shit don't mean nothing if you don't win a Super Bowl. That's my mindset. But at the same time, knowing that the Raiders have been as bad as long as we've been bad, you have to understand there's levels to this shit, bro. We're not going to go from being fucking dog shit with no quarterback to being a fucking Super Bowl team the next fucking season. That's not fucking happening. We are going to be a team. I'm telling you right now how it's going to pan out. I hope I'm wrong. I still think we can win 10 games, but this is going to be a rebuilding process, bro. Because at the end of the day, Aiden O'Connell is not the future for the Raiders. Can he be? Yes, he can. But until we find the future, the Raiders are going to constantly bring in players. There's going to be, new next year there'll be new corners. It's going to be constantly adding talent until that guy is found. That's why I call it a rebuild. I'm not saying that we won't be competitive through said rebuild. There's teams that go through rebuilds and they're competitive, and I believe we can be that. But we are going to, because we don't have a quarterback. That's the key factor for any fucking team. It don't fucking matter if you have a whole fucking team full of fucking first ballot Hall of Famers. If your quarterback ain't worth the fuck, you ain't going nowhere. And we don't have that. So until we have that,
we gotta actually the boat's gotta sink for us to get a decent pick, bro. We can't be winning games.
I just think there's a lot of unknown. Yeah. Go ahead, Pizzle. My bad.
No, go ahead. Absolutely.
No, go ahead, Pizzle.
I'm not tripping. Go ahead, bro.
I fucking just tried. No, I just walked all over. My bad, bro. Go, Pizzle.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. It's all good. I ain't tripping.
No, go. Fuck that. Go, Pizzle.
No, I forgot. It's all good, dude.
I forgot too already. Fuck.
Well, I think that anyways, yeah. What were you talking about, Ben? Maybe it'll bring it back.
We was talking about Aiden O'Connell. Think.
Right.
This is why.
I just hopefully I mean, just gotta be optimistic. Basically, yeah, if we're gonna win 10 games, we're not gonna get any good draft picks, dude. We're gonna be competing. How are we ever gonna get a number one quarterback or get a good quarterback?
But if we get 10 wins, though, Pizzle, that means we're going in the right direction. We're going in the right direction. That's the purpose of that, right? Of course, you're gonna have a draft pick when you're going in the right direction, right? So if we're going in the right direction, I don't mind having a shit pick. If I see obviously 8 wins, if we get to 9 wins, 10 wins this year, obviously our pick's gonna be worse, but I'm seeing improvement, right? It's once we're constantly sitting at the same amount of wins, 7-8, 8-7, 7-9, 8-9. If we just keep being there and we never get better, that's when that becomes a problem. But I honestly think under the situation that we're in now, I think we're going to progressively get better. And that's the reason why I had us winning 10 games this year. Because I think we're going to get better than we were last year. I think we're better than we were last year. Just mainly based off getting rid of the snake that was our head coach. Getting rid of him, that instantly made us better. Getting rid of Jimmy Garoppolo instantly made us better. In my opinion,
he was hindering our offense alone. He was not only hindering
Pierce gives us at least 2 wins.
He was not only hindering our offense, bro.
What up, Rebel?
He was hindering our defense because you see Patrick Graham blew up after he left too.
And what did Antonio Pierce say in his introductory press conference? I told Patrick Graham to let the dogs loose. Why would you say something like that if you didn't feel like you needed to say it? Because obviously he wasn't being able to do his job.
He was holding us back.
Right? And that's why I say Josh McDaniels is the worst coach in NFL history, because not only did he hinder an offense and completely ruin playoff teams and fuck up teams, but he hindered fucking defenses, bro. He had our fucking defense all fucked up. Our defense had the same talent it has on it now that it had then, except with the addition of Jack Jones. And we went from having the worst fucking defense in the league to finishing under Antonio Pierce's tenure of those final 8 or 9 games. We had the #1 fucking defense in every single major statistical category through that stretch with the same fucking players. All we added was Jack Jones. That's it. So let that sink in, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's how bad he was. That's how bad he was.
And then also y'all, because we always got our fan caps on, so I always got to play the devil's side, right? Also, we were riding an emotional high, bro. We were riding an emotional high, bro. And you know how Raider team. If you've been a Raider fan for a long time, you've seen several teams over the last few years the last few games of the season, they get this emotional high, rah for the coach, and then next year, that emotional high not there, and back to reality.
Jack Bauer. That's exactly what Pizzle said. Pizzle said that a long time ago. He said once all this energy runs out, then what happens?
So you can't overestimate and overlook that.
I agree with that, and that's the reason why I'm, as much as I like Antonio Pierce, I'm not 100% sold on him because of that reason.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's something we should talk about more often, because if
there's a reason. I hate to cut you off, Jack Bauer, but there's a reason why he brought in all these ex-head coaches to be in there with him. He's got Marvin Lewis, that was a head coach for fucking over a decade. One of the longest tenured head coaches when he got fired. He brought in Joe Philbin, who was an ex-NFL head coach and is a Hall of Fame fucking offensive line coach. So he's brought all these guys that have experience in there with him because he knows he don't have that. So that's the reason why I do give him. I love that because I respect a man that knows his deficiency. Like, bro, I can't do this. But I know I'm good at probably what matters the most for this team, and that's motivating these men. These men are great players. I do that. I can't do the other shit, so guess what? I'm going to bring in guys that can. You understand what you're fucked up at. Understand your flaws and address them and do what you're good at. And that's exactly what Antonio Pierce is doing, and that's the reason why I do have a lot of hype and expectation for Antonio Pierce, because he's doing it the right way.
Okay, so let me ask you this then.
We can all agree, though.
Question. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, because I want to ask a question.
We can all agree, though, that AP gets at least this year and the next year, right? We can't just let him go after this year, right? We got to stick it out.
And let's also let it be known, nobody knows Antonio Pierce's contract. That's still not known.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody knows his contract.
We're getting rid of Getsy.
That is the craziest thing in the world. This dude is an NFL coach, and nobody knows how long he's going to be here. Did he just inherit Josh McDaniels' contract? Is that what it is? Did they just transition into their contract? Because there's been no official number on Antonio Pierce, dude. No years,
I like that.
No money, no nothing.
I actually like that. I do
too, because we're not telling nobody shit. Don't show your hand on nothing.
I don't think nobody should be knowing what the fuck he getting paid anyway. Nobody should know the terms of his shit. Give the man a job. Let him do what the fuck he got to do. If he ain't doing a good job, then we question it. We ain't got to ask all the fucking questions in the beginning. My question that I was going to ask was, all right, because like we just brought up, how much of this shit was hype? How much of this shit was righteousness? You know, was it more steak than sizzle, or more sizzle than steak? Now the hype has died down. We in training camp. We ain't got Josh Jacobs. Shit a little different now. Now we coming back in full seasons, ready to go. Are we still keeping that same energy? How everybody was running through a brick wall for AP and is everybody still feeling that way? And is everybody on the same fucking track? And do we still have that energy, or has this shit fizzled the fuck out? You know what I'm saying? Because if AP wasn't fighting for his job, let's say AP already had the job last year. Do the Raiders win them games to try to get him the coaching job? Do they win all those games if he already the coach and got it solidified? We don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
So they played for him to get his job. That's what they did do. They played for him to get his job. And then everybody was like, you know, Mark also wanted to play to the fans, you know, and give the fans what they want. So that way, if it backfires, he could say, well, I gave you guys what you wanted. You guys wanted me to hire AP, so I did what you wanted. That's what you get. They can't complain. So I think it's a devil's advocate for Mark, because he uses them as a front man to sell tickets, right? And that's a good thing. And I'm not saying AP ain't got these guys motivated, but hopefully they're going to want to continue to run through the wall for this guy. They got to want to do that for 18 games this season. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, that's what's got to happen.
Yeah,
got to go 18 weeks.
17 games. See, this is another thing that worries me with Antonio Pierce, and this is with all due respect, right? because it's gonna kind of sound fucked up. I don't mean to sound fucked up. I just always make sure it sounds fucked up. Are the players wanting to keep him so they can just walk all over him? Now, I want to keep this guy because he's gonna let us do whatever the fuck we want. So what happens when that runs out and we're not winning and there's no more cigar smoking? What?
See, my thing is,
I feel, in my opinion, I feel like there's too much unknown. I think there's too much unknown for me to be like, oh, we're gonna fucking be fucking great next year within Antonio Pierce. There's more unknowns than there is knowns within Antonio Pierce. I mean, we had the talent already, obviously. Sorry, bro. We had the talent already, obviously. Patrick Graham just finally got able to do his job. You know what I mean? So was that the reason why our defense was good, or was it because Antonio Pierce was out there firing those guys up? Because Patrick Graham has historically pretty much over his career has always had pretty good defenses. He came to us and our defense was the worst in the league. You know what I mean? So you have to put that into perspective. So there's a lot of things, but go ahead, Jack. My bad, bro.
No. It's a good thing you brought that up because I actually, this is actually something that I was talking about a lot last year. So, all right, that's a good question. The reason why I say no with him, with Pierce, is because he already showed he'll cut you loose like he did old boy or that cornerback we had, Peters, that wasn't playing right. He got rid of his ass. You get what I'm saying? He already showed you, yeah, I'm nice, but I do got the heavy hand. And Pierce, his persona, his perception, his whole aura doesn't come off as a pushover. It just doesn't, right? So me personally, I don't think the players were thinking that. But this is what I was thinking. And people may disagree with me. And I said this last time. Rest in peace, Joe Pisaccia. The reason why I felt the players wanted Joe Pisaccia is because I felt like Rich Pisaccia. I'm sorry, Rich Pisaccia.
Yeah.
Was because Rich Pisaccia was going to go light on them guys.
He died?
Not hold them to the fire, and they were going to be able to walk over him.
Yep. That was my argument with Rich Pisaccia as well, Jack Bauer, 100%. And that's my same argument that I'm here with right now.
So that was so I'm glad you brought that up because I was having the same argument last time, and the only reason why people kept saying, "Oh, the NFL wanted us to keep Rich Pisaccia because they didn't want the Raiders to get a real good coach to be good. They wanted us to keep fucking sucking."
Preach, bro.
And so did the rest of the league.
Talking, bro, facts, gang.
And they wanted the Raiders to be this docile ass team without a leader, with just a front runner ass head coach that really didn't have no experience. A guy that was respected in the lunchroom, but not respected on the field, and just some bullshit just to get the Raiders by.
He said respected in the lunchroom, but not on the field.
And the players, including Derek fucking Carr, who did not want to be held accountable for shit.
Yep, facts. He don't want to be pushed at all, dude. He knew he wasn't going to push him.
He didn't want to be pushed at all, and Rich Pisaccia wasn't going to be the motherfucker to push him.
Yep.
So
Yep.
So
you're
this
all facts, dog. All facts, dog.
But they also use our Raider culture because of John Madden, right? Back in the 70s, he lets these guys be who they were, right? But they also use that, like right now, they're using that. I think they're using that persona, right, against coaches. Like, I'm all for people being able to come in and be themselves and be whoever they want to be, right? And the Raiders have always been that organization to let players come in and do that. But obviously McDaniels wasn't willing to do that. And hopefully that Pierce has got a heavy hand on these guys. Hopefully they won't be able to walk all over him. But I could definitely see him walking all over Pisaccia all day. Because that guy was
they're not walking over Antonio Pierce.
They all wanted Rich Pisaccia because he would have been a punching bag. He wasn't going to hold nobody accountable. He was going to give them little good speeches before the game. And after the game, he was going to give that rah-rah. It would have been all good and all right. And we'd have been dealing with that shit for 2 to 3 years, probably still to this day. No wins, no nothing, just a nice-ass coach. I love Rich, but that was what was going to happen.
If he was ever gonna be a head coach, bro, he would have got another opportunity after he left. He never even got a head coaching fucking opportunity, dude. He went right back to being a special teams coach.
Exactly, bro.
Gotta go with what you know.
Yeah. And so
if you give them a fucking inch, gang, they're gonna take a mile, bro.
Yeah.
And
that's why I'm
especially
glad
with
you brought that up.
motherfuckers who have guaranteed money that know that regardless of how you think about them, they're paid. Like I can go, I'm only gonna play good. It's like an egotistical shit. And that worries me too, dude. I feel like they got a lot of fucking alphas and a lot of egos, bro, in that locker room, bro. So I feel like if one motherfucking little crack goes wrong, bro, that whole bitch gonna go up in flames, bro.
I think they treat it like a paycheck, bro, like a regular 9 to 5. They show up for a few months out of the season, get their loot. They don't care if they win or lose. They get paid either way, and then they just whatever. The only ones that really that show that they want to win are great players that work hard. You know, you can tell those players from other players, people that have that drive and that want to win. Not everybody wants to win a Super Bowl. A lot of people just want to get fucking paid.
Fucking aunt always coming over here slamming. He said, fuck Dustin, Ozzy, Cortez, and Sultan. Now back to the stream. What up, aunt? Salute to you, dude.
What up, Auntie? 6.
Like I said, dude, I feel like there's too many worries, dude. There's too many worries for me, man.
A lot of holes on the dam.
Hey, it's another year
I do
me,
feel
bro.
like I do feel like Antonio Pierce has some great qualities, dude, and I'm not taking that from him whatsoever. It's just, you know, when you have really no X's and O game,
Hey.
you know, and dude, Antonio Pierce could have set the standard. As much as I didn't want Cliff Kingsbury, dude, if we got Cliff Kingsbury instead of this dickhead that we got now, bro, I'd be way more happier. He had to take he had to knock that hire out of the park. He had to. And he settled for mediocrity, bro. He settled for mediocrity. Right. And you can't do that. Mediocrity. You cannot settle for mediocrity. That's how you lose. You can go from being, you know, the potential to be a good coach to be a shit coach off a hire or a fire, just like that. We've seen the same shit happen with Jack Del Rio when he chose to fucking fire Bill Musgrave and keep Ken Norton around. Our defense was the worst in the fucking league. Our offense was like really fucking good, like top 10 MVP Derek Carr.
F. Dustin Ozzy Cortez Sultan now back to the stream.
And Norton's defense sucks nuts.
That's like this, bro. You cannot make the wrong hire, dude, and that was a terrible fucking hire, bro.
I think AP was basically a victim of Washington because I mean Kingsbury would have came, but we wasn't getting Jaden Daniels, and he wasn't finna come for AO fucking C. Despite how much we like him, he was gonna go to that quarterback. So Magic Johnson said, "Hey, look, we gonna draft the young kid." So yeah, he went over there to fuck with Jaden Daniels, who wouldn't. You know, so we would have got Jaden Daniels or pulled the trigger or whatever. I ain't here to argue that. I think we would have been able to have access at him. But hey, we lost on the quarterback, we lost on the coordinator, and we are where we are. You know, but you're right; those hires are important. You know, now we got to go into this season.
That was his most important hire, dude. In my opinion,
it was
failed. And a lot of people want to bring back, you know, his time in Green Bay and Devante, and he has a lot of respect for Devante. This, in my opinion, what this is going to rest on is he going to listen to the players? Now, if he goes out there and listens to Devante and Jacoby Myers and these guys that know what they're doing and builds his offense around them, the Raiders may have a shot. But if he's running that offense he ran the last couple of years in fucking Chicago, where he had the wide receivers running routes that were like 3 yards across from each other, where one defender could guard 2 guys, he had fucking the majority of his rushing yards came from a quarterback. Like, that ain't gonna work here, dude. That ain't gonna work. And what's fucked up is the Luke Getsy decision by Antonio Pierce could be the shit that ends up biting Antonio Pierce in the ass, dude. Because our offense has to do something. We know dude, and this is another thing I didn't say, but I'll bring it up now. The NFL projections of top 10 defenses came out, bro, and they have us ranked as the projected number 9th defense in the NFL next year. And when was the fucking last time we were projected to ever have a top 10 defense, bro? Like maybe Derek Burgess days a long fucking time ago when I was a kid. Dude, we're projected to have a top 10 defense next year. So if our defense is top 10 and our offense don't go out there and do fucking shit, and he went out there and vouched for Luke Getsy, like, oh, it's all bad, bro, because that was your hire, dude. You cannot fuck up, bro. You cannot fuck it up. I hope he don't fuck it up. I hope he didn't fuck it up. This is my one positive of it is he's got a history. He's got a history with Devante Adams, and I'm sure he understands Devante Adams' greatness. I think he understands how great Devante Adams is, and I'm sure my hope is that this offense is going to be built around getting him the ball. He's going to be the number one option. Everybody falls off of him. If we do that, the Raiders, in my opinion, Devante Adams still a top 3 receiver. If we can build our offense around just get him the ball, rather, like a lot of people were hating when they would put Devante Adams in the backfield and shit. I didn't mind that because Devante Adams is really good with the ball in his hands. So when they run swing routes and shit to Devante, I like that. The fuck that thing.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
We had poor execution when we ran it. Now I don't want to run. I don't want to run him on end arounds or hand him the ball as a running back. But to use him on like orbit passes and swing passes out of the backfield and get blockers in front of him, yeah, I like that because he's good with the ball in his hand. You know what I'm saying? So if we build our offense just around getting him the ball, I think we're gonna be all right. But that's all gonna be predicated on if, and this is the biggest thing, right? You don't have to be the greatest offensive coordinator in terms of X's and O's and what your stats are. You're judged on if you can build your team around what your team does best. If he can come in here and do, because Bill Musgrave wasn't really shit. He had never had a quarterback that he was the coach of that was ever a MVP candidate. But he did what Derek Carr was good at. So if this guy can come in and do what we're good at, build his team around Devante, listen to the guys that have been there and done that with this team, I think the Raiders will be in good shape. But if he comes out and he's one of them coaches that's like, I'm going to fit a square peg into a round hole, and if you don't like it, we fail, and I don't care. That's it's either that or that. There's no in between, bro. So
he's out of there.
Out of there, dog.
Strike 3 years.
It's all about putting your players in the best position to succeed, period. And if we can do that, because this offense is extremely talented, dude. You're talking about Brock Bowers, who was by a lot of NFL scouts considered a generational player at the tight end position. We had Michael Mayer, who had broke so many fucking records in college in Notre Dame, where there was a lot of great fucking tight ends that went there. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 fucking potentially elite tight ends. You have Devante Adams, a potential top 5, top 3 receiver, wherever you have him ranked. You have Jacoby Myers, who I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Jacoby Myers is like a top 17, 18 wide receiver. So you have a top 3, a top 18 wide receiver, 2 fucking stud fucking tight ends. And you know what it comes down to? The offensive line, the running game, because we have the weapons. Can the offensive line protect the quarterback to get the ball to said weapons? And can the offensive line get push to allow us to run the ball? If we can do that, everything's set in stone right now. This offense is built for almost any quarterback with a little knowledge of football to succeed. But it's all predicated around this offensive line, in my opinion, because a lot of people didn't like Illuminor. Illuminor was solid. And Thayer Munford, as much as we all like him, that's an unknown. We don't know what's about to happen. We have no fucking idea. We knew one thing with Illuminor. He would hold up. He would be good. He was a solid tackle, but he had penalty problems. We don't know what this dude's going to be. We all hope he's going to be good.
I know one thing. The West Coast offense is a timing offense, and if you're holding the ball too long and you're doing this and you're doing that, they're gonna it's gonna look really bad. That's all I can say about that.
Mumford is another wild card. I'm hoping fucking turns out and just ends up balling out. It's another thing too. The system don't really fit him. He's more of a power guy, and we need a zone tackle, and his footwork is not meant for that.
I gotta piss.
I see him tripping over himself. He's a big motherfucker. I see him tripping over himself and fucking just sloppy footwork. Mumford's another wild card that he has to step up. He has to fucking bring it. He has to fucking be in the weight room. He has to be eating right. He's got to be taking care of his body. He's got to all the stuff that comes with the brutal 18-week season. He's got to step up. And then another variable that I don't really like is we move Parham from left guard to right guard. And we put Jackson Powers Johnson at left guard when he's originally a right guard. Like, make that make sense to me, bro. Like, that's dumb to me right there. Like, you put Jackson Powers Johnson at right guard and you solidify that right side, and you give Munford a little bit more fucking muscle on that side, a little more confidence, maybe. I don't know. It's all got to gel, right? It all takes time, but you don't play musical chairs like that, bro. Now you're moving Parham after you played 3 years at the left side. You want to move him to the right side. That shit don't make sense to me, bro.
They did that shit to Robert Gallery a lot too,
like
dude.
That. Yeah. Well, he was a tackle, and then they moved him to guard because he sucked at tackle. He was getting burnt everywhere, left and right.
Yeah, he wasn't that good of a pick, but they changed him around a lot.
He was a solid guard, bro. He lasted like 15 years in the league. He went to the Vikings or something, I think. I forget, but he extended his career after the Raiders, and he had some success. But he was definitely not a tackle. He was a guard. Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of what they're doing with the offensive line. I got a lot of big hopes with Munford. He's got to be that guy that steps up. And it's the cards are against him too, because he doesn't really fit the system. He's kind of a zone kind of a runner. He's kind of a power runner. We're going to try to run the zone, so he's kind of a.
Yeah, he's out of place. He's in the wrong running program.
You guys talking about the running back that likes to run into light poles in the middle of the desert?
No, we're talking about the offensive lineman.
You know me. I started talking about Munford and Jackson Powers to the left side when he's been playing the right side most of his career. He's actually a center, to be real. I think he needs to be playing center, but considering the contract obligations, Andre James is there for now. But it's just more musical.
Playing at center game.
Maybe you might even be right, bro. I think he's a better center than he is a guard.
When he came in, like, our offense, low key, is when we started turning around on our offensive line a little bit is when Andre James got hurt, dude.
Yeah.
Farham took that center job when they started going.
Pushing motherfuckers backwards, dude.
And people sleep on Jordan Meredith, bro. He's a solid
Meredith
dude,
too.
He's a solid
limited
player,
play snaps, dude. He looked good, bro. And he's a fucking mammoth,
good,
bro. That dude's a fucking beast.
People sleep on him, and I get it. He's 6'2", 300 pounds. He's kind of a smaller guard, but he gets in there, bro. He has good technique, and he fights.
The other dude, the big ass tackle.
Munford or Wagner?
Dalton Wagner, that's his big ass 6'7", 6'8".
I don't know if he's gonna start, bro. He's not ready to start.
I don't think he's gonna start neither, though. I'm just saying that dude's a fucking mammoth.
He's not ready for speed, bro. I could tell already. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he picked it up, but I don't have a lot of faith that he can handle the speed quite yet. He's got another couple of years, maybe. If we need him in a pinch, let's see it, because he's got a frame on him. You know what I mean? He's gonna go out there and move some people around, but I'll shut up. I'll leave the office.
He made a good point there. He said with Jackson Powers Johnson being a rookie, he's gonna have less pressure on him. Be on the left, he's gonna have Colton Miller next to him. You know what I mean? So that's a good point too.
I like that point, Alfakasi.
Because Parham's already played next to Colton Miller, so he's got a little bit of that little juice from him, right? So he can slide over. You know, a little bit.
That's a positive way. It's a positive way to look at it. I like that, Alfakasi. Yeah, but I still kind of. He should be playing center. He should be playing center. So that's just
like remember when fucking Colton Miller's rookie year, like he was playing damn good, bro. When he had Kelechi Osemele next to him, you know what I'm saying? And then Kelechi went down, and then he started to look real bad, bro. And then and then obviously he had the knee injury or whatnot, right? But having Kelechi next to him, dude, that veteran with his rookie year, dude, that helped him so much, bro. Because Kelechi Osemele is a dog, bro. That dude will go. He wanted contact. He wanted to go hit people, you know. And you wanted that You want that next to your rookie, so you can establish that mindset. Like, where you're gonna play next to a lineman dude that wants to go punch you. You know, and then he had Richie Incognito next to him too. You feel me? So he's had some guards that have some oomph to him. So I think like Colton Miller's real silent, but dude, he's a fucking dog, bro. Like he obviously, you know, he struggles at times. He did struggle a little bit last year at the beginning of the season, but all players struggle at some point. You know, but at the end of the year before he got injured, he was back to the Colton Miller we all know. And I think a lot of, like, he's real quiet, but he's got a real physical attitude to him. And I think, you know, having that next to you, putting him next to Jackson Powers Johnson, you know, who's already with that mindset, and he can, you know, have a veteran next to him, I think it's going to help him, bro. Yeah, that's a great fucking point. But we have to see. I think this offensive line, I think there might be some battles, dude. Like, yeah, we signed Andre James and gave him a contract extension, but if he doesn't look good in camp, dude, and Jackson Powers Johnson or the one they look, he might his position's not set in stone. It's not like he's one of the highest paid centers in the NFL. Like, he can easily be a backup in a heartbeat. You know, it's not about and Antonio Pierce has already made it proven that he don't care about how much money you make. If you don't perform, you're gonna get benched. That's the reason why he got rid of Marcus Peters' ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm sure he don't care if Andre James makes more money than Jackson Powers Johnson or Donald Parham, if those guys, or Dylan Parham, if those guys go out there and they play better, dude, you're gonna lose your job.
He wants to win. He don't give a fuck about how much money.
I'm telling you right now, if you want to have physical football and push motherfuckers back, dude, you can't start Andre James. Dude, I mean, he can do it, but he's so inconsistent, bro. He's so inconsistent, dude. He'll do it, and then he'll get fucking pushed right into the lap of the quarterback, and then he'll do it, and then he'll do it, then he'll get pushed into the lap of the quarterback for an entire game. Like, dude, it's too inconsistent to allow that to be your starting center, dude. That's the most important part of your entire offense outside of your quarterback, dude, is your center. You cannot, bro. He's not that good, dude. He's not that good, bro.
We got him and Leatherwood blocking each other of a fucking forever.
Yeah, him and Leatherwood playing patty cake, bakers, man.
That was all bad, bro.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, bro, you guys are fucking terrible. Where's your sense of awareness? Like, do you guys not know you're looking at each other? Like, you know the other team wears a different color jersey, right? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that's
Zero
embarrassing,
awareness.
dude. That's embarrassing. And it's crazy because one of them got cut as a first-round pick, and the other one gets to stay in the NFL for some reason. The other motherfucker's a first-round pick, and I know he was bad as a tackle, but they didn't even give him a shot at guard. They just kept this motherfucker around, dude. In my opinion, he's not that good neither, bro. Not that good neither, bro. So, we have to see, dude. The offensive line is going to be very important, dude. I mean, that's a no-brainer, though, right? Like, every year teams have to have a good offensive line. But I think we're one of the teams that it's more imperative that our offensive line pans out. Because we have so much talent at all the skill positions. You know what I'm saying? And we have a young quarterback. Or if Minshew wins out, you know, we have a quarterback that needs to be protected. So if those guys can just protect long enough for our quarterback to get fucking all those receivers the ball, we're going to be all right. But if they don't, I'm telling you right now, Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew, dude, they are not going to win you the game off the strength of their arm, dude, because they're just not quarterbacks that are built that way. And like, I can't throw the ball Derek Carr is the kind of quarterback, dude, like he can win you a game off of his arm. I've seen him do it multiple times. When we had no running game, no defense, he just beat you with his arm. But that doesn't mean he's good. But these quarterbacks, they can't do that. If we can't run the ball, we don't play no defense, these quarterbacks are going to get blown out. Like, they're going to get blown out. Because if the Raiders get put into a predicament to where we have to throw the ball and we're down 13-0, 14-0 plus, and we have to throw the football, we're down 14 points. If we can't run the fucking football, those quarterbacks are fucking cooked. They're cooked, bro. We cannot put ourselves in positions like that, dude. You can't put any quarterback in position like that, but you definitely can't put our quarterbacks in position like that. That's why it's so fucking scary, dude, because you got if they just fuck up one time, dude, these quarterbacks aren't built like that at all. At all. And I'll still say that I think it's too early to say Aiden O'Connell ain't built, because who's to know? I said earlier, bro, Aiden O'Connell could come out next year and ball, and he could be able to do that. But based on what I've seen right now, and I want to judge Malcolm Kuntz's, we talked about his contract and, what we saw on film. From what I've seen from Aiden O'Connell, he ain't been able to do that. So if I'm going to judge Malcolm Kuntz, I'm going to judge Aiden O'Connell too. Like, from what I've seen on film, you're not the quarterback that can beat you off the strength of your arm. Because we couldn't do shit against Minnesota, and you couldn't do shit throwing the ball neither, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we scored 0 fucking points, and that means you cannot win a game off your arm. You know what I'm saying?
Then the Kansas City game, he didn't complete a fucking pass
for
the whole
3 fucking
half.
quarters.
There you go. There you go.
And you know what's crazy is those are going to be the biggest two knocks on him coming into this next season if he becomes a starter. They're going to be like, man, he fucking got us fucking zero donutted, fucking goose egg, and he didn't complete a pass for 3 quarters, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he's going to have to go out there and prove that he's not that quarterback.
Those are facts, though. They're not speaking lies.
And we know. Well, I'm sure he knows that too. You think he likes that on his resume? I'm sure he don't. You think he likes that?
I don't know what he likes.
Score any fucking points and lost 3-0. All he had to do was manufacture 1 touchdown or 4 points, 2 safeties, whatever. He lost 3-0. That's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Especially when your wide receiver is Devante Adams. Like, you had Devante Adams and you couldn't get 1 touchdown? And the Vikings don't even have great defensive backs. That's the crazy thing. The Vikings had the worst fucking defense in the NFL the year before, 30-2. So that's embarrassing for sure. I don't think he likes that at all. And then also, I don't think he really cares about the Kansas City shit. Obviously, I think he does a little bit. But I think the fact that he won that game, the fact that he didn't throw a completion for 3 quarters, that's kind of irrelevant. That's how I look at it. Is it important that he didn't do that? Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is a team sport. If you tell me that we can go out and play Kansas City, I don't give a fuck if we don't throw a completed pass for the entire fucking game. We won, right. and the defense and the entire team made up for.
He damn sure didn't throw a turnover either, though. He damn sure didn't give the ball up either, which is important.
And what did almost every single time we played Kansas City, Derek Carr throw a fucking pick.
Oh, man, that fucking bum.
Fumble.
Yeah, fumbles. Bro, I think Daniel Sorensen, dude, like, he don't even, bro, all of his interceptions in his career, dude, were from Derek Carr. Motherfucker, Daniel Sorensen was like fucking Derek Carr's worst fucking nightmare, dude. And he was like one of their most irrelevant players, dude. They had Eric Berry, all these. Motherfucking Daniel Sorensen used to just snatch that motherfucker, bro, against Kansas City. And that's one thing. That's one thing I give Aiden credit for, dude, because even though he didn't throw a pass for 3 fucking quarters, he kept the team fucking in the right mindset, dude, to beat Kansas City in Kansas City on Christmas. On Christmas, bro. Like, nobody thought we were going to win that game. Yeah, you didn't throw a pass, but, dude, you didn't make no dire mistakes that cost us the football game. Zamir White was able to go crazy, and our defense stepped up, and that's a W.
That was the game plan. Run the ball and don't turn the ball over. Don't throw the ball. Don't force anything. Just play. Just run the ball and play the game.
Travis Kelce,
that was the game plan,
dude.
That's
Travis
what he was told
went
to do.
On with busting with the boys,
passes.
dude, and he said that Antonio Pierce. He was like, Antonio Pierce had that Raiders team ready to come on the field and whoop our ass, like literally whoop our ass. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I respect the hell out of that as a head coach. Like, he was like, he already knew it was going to be a problem the moment we stepped on the field. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that Antonio Pierce brings. Is he brings that mindset. When he says ill intent, physicality, violence, I agree. That's the Raiders' way. I agree. But and one thing I like it because he embraces that, bro. And he tells the players, like, go out there and play that way, but play it the right way. And that's, bro, we had the least penalties in the NFL last year. We were out there with the number 1 defense through Antonio Pierce's stretch, and we didn't have damn near no penalties, bro. So there's a lot of positives, dude. Like, it not only are the Raiders playing the way they're playing, but they're playing it disciplined, dude. And I think it's a respect factor. And that's really what it comes down to with Antonio Pierce. And we talked earlier about, like, when does the hype die down? The hype could die down. But once you respect somebody, your boss or whatever, dude, you're going to go out there and put your fucking neck on the line for him, regardless of hype or whatever. You just don't want to make him look bad. You know what I mean? And Antonio Pierce is one of them guys that players don't want to make him look bad. And I seen it right off the rip, dude. Like, even in games where that Minnesota game, we lost 3-0. Dude, Josh Dobbs was fucking tearing up the fucking league. When they got Josh Dobbs, dude, when the Minnesota Vikings got Josh Dobbs, dude, they won a whole bunch of fucking games. They thought they were going to be fucking good, all this shit, bro. And we made them bench Josh Dobbs. They had to bring in the Raider killer Nick Mullins to kick a field goal to beat us. So let's not discredit that neither. And Justin Jefferson had just came back. And as much as I don't like Marcus Epps, dude, this is the ill intent, physicality, violence. He went up and Epps hit him in his fucking kidney or whatever, dude. On the receiver, Justin Jefferson spitting up blood. Puh. That's how it should be when you play against the Raiders. If you want to come across the middle, just know you're gonna feel it. You might not get taken out of the game like Justin Jefferson did, but let that be a pure fucking example of how we play football. You're the best. Justin Jefferson, arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. He came back from injury, and we put his ass right back in the coffin and said, "Get the fuck out of here. You're too soft for this." And that's the Raider way. That's how we play. That's how we play. And the fact that we can do that underneath the rules of the NFL is scary. And I think that's the reason why the NFL has us projected as a top 10 defense, because we're doing this while not getting penalized for doing it. So.
And then Christian Wilkins too. The addition to that.
Talk about it, dude. Like, we haven't had.
I think that's one of the reasons that played into our top 10 rating.
We haven't had a defensive tackle, dude, since fucking Tommy Kelly, dude. Like a legitimate defensive tackle that is going to guarantee come out there, game in and game out, demand double teams. We haven't had one. This is the first time we're going to have one. And not only do we have one now, and let's not sleep. You guys remember when Derek Burgess led the league in the NFL that one year? Who was his defensive tackles? Tommy Kelly and Warren Sapp. That's the reason why he had one-on-ones the whole game. He was just eating tackles alive, taking their lunch money. Now Max Crosby is in that same position. Don't sleep
Richard
on Adam
Seymour,
Butler.
too.
If Tyree Wilson isn't on the
Seymour,
field
dude.
and we run two defensive tackles, Adam Butler showed us last year he can be a problem. You put Adam Butler next to Christian Wilkins with Max Crosby and fucking Malcolm Kuntz, oh yeah. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. What up, Raider fan? What up with you, gang?
Fire.
Always a pleasure. Nice to see you. So the Raiders have it. There's question marks on the team. Do not get me wrong. But name me a team in the NFL that doesn't have question marks, except maybe like Kansas City. They're great all around, dude. Like, they really don't have no.
That fat guy's gonna have a heart attack soon. Don't you worry.
So there's, dude. Every team has flaws, but we talked. The fucking somebody did like a top 15 players or 25 players or whatever, dude. And the Raiders had like 3 players on that joint, dude. On one team. No other team had 3 players, dude. We had Devante, Max Crosby, and Christian Wilkins. So, yeah, if you have 3 players that are ranked in the top 25 in the entire NFL, dude, you better be able to win some games, dude, because don't nobody else in the NFL have that. Some teams may have 2, but you got 3? Oh, yeah, bro. So if you're not winning, you're pretty much just letting that talent go to shit. You know what I mean?
Prolapsed, as Ben would say.
Yeah, you're just pretty much prolapsing your anal cavity. You know what I mean? Let me turn my air conditioner down. It's fucking hot in this
bitch. I hear a bomb. Oh, shit. It's on. Hold on. Where's my fucking...
Like I said, man, I think the Raiders can definitely be a team that is slept on and can surprise some people next year. But at the same time, I could also see the Raiders just being the Raiders next year. You know what I mean?
Hope they ain't Smiley, bro, and like getting their shit pushed in, because that wouldn't be very cool.
Well, like there's a few things that worry me. I think there's more. I think the positive outweighs the negative when it comes to Antonio Pierce. But if you're gonna sit there and try to say that there's no concern whatsoever for Antonio Pierce, I think you may be having some Raider goggles on or something, dude. You know what I mean? But I feel like the Raiders may have got something they have needed. Like, dude, name a coach fucking forever. Appreciate you, D Menace, with the super chat.
Riders.
But name me a coach, except maybe Jack Del Rio over this tenure of head coaches, that was really kind of a leader of men. We haven't had that. And John Gruden. And guess what? We went to the playoffs with all of those guys, except Antonio Pierce. It's still too early though.
Well, not yet. Hopefully he can get us there, dude. I'm all for whoever can get us there.
Though, right? I feel like the Raiders, we've had too many beta male head coaches, and whenever we have them beta male head coaches, dude, it never pans out. When we get them alpha head coaches, dude, we start winning games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Jack Del Rio was a former linebacker, alpha, you know what I'm saying, former player. And then fucking now you got Antonio Pierce, same joint, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of players in the NFL, dude, like they all think Antonio Pierce is going to be a real good head coach too. So, you know, it's not like just us Raider fans. Like a lot of people around the NFL think that Antonio Pierce is going to be a damn good head coach.
People that played the game, especially, not just fucking people, not just people who sat behind the fucking desk, fucking speaking their opinion.
Coach, right?
Yep. Tom Coughlin's kind of helping out with us. That's what I'm hearing.
And he just kind of picked up. He just picked up a clipboard. I'm talking about the guy from Pittsburgh, right? Not Coughlin. Tom, or is that Mike Tomlin?
Mike Tomlin, yeah.
Yeah, he just finally started picking up a keyboard the last couple of years, but he didn't know nothing about football either.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, he was a more of a leader of men too. That's the kind of player he is.
Yeah,
he is.
Exactly.
He's not X's and O's guy at all.
No, he just started, like I said, the last couple of years. I seen him with the clipboard a little bit, so he's starting to get it. But when he first got his hire, he had Roethlisberger. I think Roethlisberger fucking went on a tear. They won the Super Bowl. And, he's never missed the playoffs, right? He's never had a losing season. Yeah. He's been there for a while.
Sometimes it's not all about the X's and O's, bro. It's about the Jessies and the Joes, you know what I'm saying? Or however the fuck that shit goes. You know, like, you don't have to be an X's and O guy, you know what I'm saying, all the time. If you have guys that go out there and just play and know how to play the game, understand how to play the game, and love to play the game, you're going to win games, dude. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of things one of the main things that a lot of people sleep on, dude, is you got to find players that actually enjoy playing the game of football. Because there's a lot of players that they bust their ass through college to get a check.
Get a check. I was talking about that earlier.
They love the game. So you got to find guys that really want to be great football players. I think that's imperative. You know, that's why I thought it was a joke when Mike Mayock and John Gruden said they wanted guys that love football, dude, and they drafted a bunch of dudes that gave two fucks about football. Outside of like maybe Josh Jacobs. I'm talking about in terms of first-round picks.
They brought in Antonio Brown. That's the same group of guys that brought in AB.
Like joke, bro. Like joke, dude. So, you got to find guys that want to be great, dude. And I get it. It's hard to find that. It's hard to find that because we live in a day and age, bro, where a lot of these dudes, bro, with all the deals they get in college too, like a lot of these dudes, bro, they're doing this for money. You know what I'm saying?
They already got money.
They don't really care about being, Hall of Fame players.
Yeah, college.
You know what I mean? They want to set their families up and their families up.
Hey, the best thing about the NILs right now, I think it kind of weeds out who's about the money. You know what I mean? Who's really hungry. I feel like it's the NILs. These kids are getting paid, and it's not like it used to be. They get some little nice checks nowadays.
Oh yeah, I think that dude from UCLA, that quarterback, who was got
yeah,
He got a couple of million or some shit.
Social media is it's a whole nother beast, bro.
Caleb Williams, he took so long to sign his contract because he was trying to invest his money into like LLCs and shit. So all of his money was 100% going to go to him.
I believe it.
Yeah, they said that's because he was the fucking first overall pick, dude, and they just barely signed him like a couple days ago. And I guess a report came out and said that he was
because he is his own agent, ain't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but maybe
his dad is his agent.
But yeah, he was trying to put
his dad is his agent, so that shit weird.
His guaranteed money and his contract money into like LLCs and shit, instead of just giving him the money. So regardless of whatever happens, his money's invested, so it's completely 100% locked in, or some shit like that. But they didn't allow that to happen, which is of course. And that's weird. He tried to do that because remember when Caleb Williams was that same dude that said, "Whatever team I get drafted to, I want to have part ownership." Like what the fuck? What the fuck?
He's out your mind.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised the whole LLC.
What he's doing is what he's doing is basically what a lot of celebrities and people that got a lot of money already do when they make deals. For instance, if I go make a deal with Pepsi, and let's say I'm an athlete, I go make a deal, or not even athlete. Let's say I'm Beyonce, I go make a deal with Pepsi. Pepsi like, okay, we're gonna put you on 10 commercials over the next 10 years. She said, okay. She's like, okay, we'll give you $500 million in advertising money straight to you. Beyonce say, you know what? I don't want money. Pay me in stocks. And what they do is they pay them they don't give them no cash. They pay them in stocks at a great rate, and nigga, they keep that money in their family forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So what Caleb Williams was trying to do was something similar, but on a low ball scale. He was trying to get ownership, which is like the front doorway. Then he tried the back doorway out of just saying, hey, just put my money in these companies and blah, basically the same way. Like, nigga, no, we're going to give you your money and you do it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I mean, I get what he's doing, but this is the NFL, bro. Take your cash and will and deal when you get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he already kind of came in doing some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, but
I mean, he came in doing some weird shit, bro. When he had pink fingernails and a pink phone case and shit like that.
And crying to your mom after a loss. Don't get me wrong. We all love our moms.
On TV, he reminded me of Derek Carr.
Yeah.
That part, gang. Hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here though, gang. I gotta be up in 5 hours for work.
Yeah, I gotta be up before that.
Before I let you go, Ben, one question: how's that NCAA?
It's good. Just stay away from College Ultimate Team, dude. It's completely glitched out, and you're not gonna have a fucking shot, bro. But
this motherfucker made a character of himself. He's got his fucking. He's like 6'5".
Yeah, I got a
fucking
6'4" corner, gang.
6-pack fucking. He's running around making hella play. I'm like, bro,
97 speed better be, nigga.
So yeah, if you play like Road to Glory, which is like where you pick a position and just play that position, that's fun. And then they have like the online Road to the college playoff where you get to play with the teams against other people online. That's cool. But just stay away from Ultimate Team, bro. They came out. There was a glitch the first 2 games or the first 2 days, bro, where they fucked up and they gave people millions of coins, dude. And like the best teams in the game. Like some of these dudes have like the teams that would cost you like $5,000 or $6,000 in actual money to acquire. They got it all for free, bro. So if you weren't home for that glitch and you go on Jump On now with just an average team they get you and you jump online, bro, you're gonna get your fucking ass kicked, dude. Like, I was pissed because I love Ultimate Team, bro. And I was at work, and this big-ass glitch came out, and now you have all these nerds bragging about this good-ass team they didn't even fucking earn, bro. But they're just out there beating people because their team's so good. But, yeah, Road to Glory, head-to-head online is fun as fuck, dude. I love it. I enjoy that part of it. But just stay away from the Ultimate Team version. That shit's trash.
There you have it.
Trash.
But see, this is the one thing I will say is if you look at the stats of the game, a lot of people didn't buy that for Ultimate Team because they already had that in Madden. A lot of guys bought that because they're true, authentic college football fans and they wanted to
and they just want to play the game.
Yeah, because they haven't had that in over a decade. So if that's what you're into, yes, the game's really, really good, dude.
Yeah, because I wasn't really tripping on the molds.
Building your team, don't do it, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. I gotta go to bed.
Much love.
All right.
Good to see you, brother.
You get enough of that with Madden and 2K. So
Yeah.
as long as they was able to bring the
All right,
teams
Pizzo.
back, that was cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you guys. So next week it'll be a Sunday show. I go back to my other shift, so.
All right, bro.
So, all right, guys. Nutty Raider Nate, Jack Bauer, chat. You guys have a great night. Like Nutty Raider Nate said, bro. That part, Raiders. Till next time, you guys have a great night. Have a safe weekend. I'll see you guys for Black Saturday tomorrow, same time. Good night, Raider Nation. Peace.
Uh-oh, it's picked off.
Oh no!
Unbelievable.
Oh wow!
Incredible. Chandler Jones and wins the game for the Raiders.
Jacobs with running room right up the middle. Jacobs is on his way. The Raiders are going to win this game. Devante Adams chugging into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, he fumbled again. He fumbled again. Robertson's got it. And he's got an entourage. By midfield. Got a block by Hobbs. And there he goes. He's got 6.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Welcome to the